such a long time looking out for you. You're not here. What's another year? I've been waking such a long time, reaching out for you, but you aren't near. What's another year? What's another year to someone who's lost everything that he owns? What's another year to someone who's getting used to being alone? I've been praying such a long time, 'cause that's the only way to hide my fear. What's another year? What's another year to someone who's lost everything that he owns? And what's another year to someone who's getting used to being alone? I've been crying such a long time, with such a lot of pain in every tear. What's another year? What's another year? What's another year?
I wish you all, oh my, I'm down there. I wish you all a very good evening and welcome back to another Eurovision Watchalong. 1981 is the Eurovision year that we're watching today. I played you on here in the opening with our previous voted winner, which was the Johnny Logan, of course, with What's Another Year. And a very cool little studio cut there, I think, personally, you know. I really enjoyed listening to that now again. I don't seek out this studio cut that often, but maybe I should, because I think it sounded quite lovely. It has a very 80s sound to it, which I quite appreciate. So that was a pleasant little opening to tonight's show. I'm terribly sorry about my voice perhaps being a little bit off today. I've got a little bit of a cough being quite annoying at me these days, which hopefully won't detract too much from tonight's watch-along and the overall entertainment of it, because all of the focus will of course be on the music and then of course on the voting. And even though I talk a lot during the voting, you're probably most interested in finding out who's going to win tonight, because I think it's quite interesting tonight. We've got a few candidates, perhaps, in it to win it in tonight's little watch-along. At the end of it, if you don't know how this works, basically we already have over 100 viewers here, so maybe there's someone new. If you don't know how this works, we're watching the full show. We're not watching the real-life voting. Instead, we're moving on to our own little version of the voting, where everyone is allowed to get their votes in. You vote via the Eurovision website, which I believe is linked in the description. Is it? Maybe it actually... Oh yeah, it is. You can access the Eurovision website in the description. You can also access the Discord server via the description, and you get links and the access to the whole community there, basically. So do join the Discord server if you're not already on there, and make sure that you take part in the voting if you want to. We've had for the last few watch-alongs, we've had over 200 voters in every single one, which is crazy. So keep at it, keep taking part, keep voting, and keep growing the community, and just have fun with all of us together in this wonderful little world of Eurovision. Classic old Eurovision. 1981 is today's little show. Quite a strong year, if you ask me. There's high highs, maybe a few low lows, I don't know. But I think there are a lot of songs tonight that we're going to listen to that I really, really like personally. So maybe you will as well. Kat seems to agree with me. This is the terrific edition of Eurovision, Kat thinks there. And yes, let's see. We've got, well, Sanel thinks he knows who's winning. Some people seem to have one predicted winner here. Some of you, maybe. Sorry, I missed the last watch-along, Elibod. I was bracing for and later enjoying Scotland's victory over Denmark in the World Cup qualifiers. Congratulations to Scotland on that, of course. That was, of course, last week. Now we're back to normal weeks, no international football in the middle of the week. Maybe some people are watching the Champions League tonight, I'm not sure, but I am here to watch Eurovision, and so seems to be a lot of you, of course, as well. Should we get... David says there is an unbalanced running order. I don't remember it, but let me just take a quick look. Oh, I did an oopsie. I never pasted in the running order in the description. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start the show and then I'm going to paste in the running order as we go along. And then you can, if you want to, you can update the stream and then the running order should be there in the description. Let's start the show because there's always an intro kicking us off, of course. And meanwhile, while we listen to this, let me paste in the little running order. And I will judge, and I will agree or disagree with you, David, when you say that the running order is unbalanced. We'll see. Of course, Ireland hosting this year, as many of us, of course, know, due to their real-life win. Okay, so for some reason I can't access the admin page for the website. This is highly annoying. Oh! We've got some English commentary today. My job just got a lot easier. Okay.
500 million other viewers all over Europe, live from the Simmons Court Pavilion of the Royal Dublin
Need a DSR
Society.
on your microphone, Mr. Wogan.
Before the Grand Prix starts, a montage or mélange, masdram, of Irish scenes.
For some reason, I've been logged out of the website. I don't know what's going on
its
here.
culture, its crafts,
There we go.
and its people. You can see these stone forts all over the west of Ireland.
Okay, now I can. Now I've updated the stream, so you can check in the description if you want to check the running order. I'm just gonna take a look at it here while Terry Wogan talks about the Irish cliffs and sites.
8th century chalice.
Chalices.
The Ardagh chalice.
Quite a nice little intro, this, isn't it?
Moving
Nice
from
little
the Celts
introduction to
the
Ireland.
Normans. Their great stone forts dotted all over Ireland.
As I take a look at this running order, David, I would say that
This is in County Antrim.
the first half is probably better than the second half, in my opinion, to be honest.
These are
I think it's pretty even.
seagulls.
I would say that there are 3 songs that I really love in the second half,
The Grand Canal in Dublin.
and I would say that there are probably 3 songs that I really love in the first half as well, maybe even
That's
4.
my brother and his family walking
So,
through the park.
I disagree with you,
With
David.
children. Some Irish ducks.
Irish Ducks.
And
Aha.
Dublin.
The highlight of tonight's show. Second half has Greece. That is a fair point, of
Dublin
course.
is a great Georgian city.
But still.
The Georgian doors. The Georgian squares. Trinity College and a Henry Moore sculpture.
Oh, my top 3 are in the first half? Yep, I can understand that.
Ireland, of course, is
My top 3 is a bit
land
scattered
of
out here. I mean, if you watch my ranking of the year, you know what my votes are going to be, so it's not particularly exciting, but mine are a bit scattered out. Been a while, I've attended a watch-along, got really busy those days. Yep, life gets in the way, we need to prioritize correctly, right? Happy to have you back though, Rob. Reggae OK is clearly the moral and musical centerpiece of this evening. I would say everything is balanced around it.
Fine work in silver.
Love a controversial take. Thank you very much for that,
Is the
Robert Charlie.
RDS grounds, where the Great Dublin Horse Show is held, and from where this particular contest is coming this year.
You're all allowed to enjoy Reggae OK. I will sit here and I will let you all enjoy it and let it pass on as we listen to it. Are you using the upload of Real Fali? I do believe so. I always link in the description what version I'm using. I'm actually using the one posted by Svensk TV today, but I don't know like who's makes what in the restoration gang. This video comes from Svensk TV's channel though. I know that much.
The film fades. We begin.
This is a cool little. I mean, they've completely isolated Russia or Soviet Union out of the little map there, but why not? Eurovision Song Contest Ireland 1981. Nice little introduction, classic stage layout as well. Really love these shapes, and that's a cool way to open it as well, with just the lights kind of illuminating in darkness like that.
The applause you're listening to now.
Heavy applause for this.
Orchestra, but for our hostess for this evening.
Feels like we're getting into a more modern era of Eurovision. The amount of applause is just overwhelming at the moment. We haven't had that before, have we?
In Gaelic, French,
Feels like they've been a bit more quick in terms of applauding in previous years.
Dylan is welcoming
we're getting
everybody.
Irish, yes. Or Gaelic, sorry.
Irish, if you like.
Okay, Irish.
The national language. Now she'll next speak in French, and then she'll finally.
Oh, that is a name. I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce that.
Held in Ireland this year
Nope,
because of Jonathan
no way, Jose.
Hague in 1980 with What's Another Year. It's exactly 10 years since Ireland last staged the Eurovision.
Oh, that is true, yeah, they won 10 years in between. Wouldn't take another 10 for them to win the next time. Maybe in our universe, who knows.
I'm sure that nobody's going to complain about the welcome they received in Dublin this week. The place seems to be awash with Irish coffee and the wine of the country. Staging the Eurosong, of course, has been a tremendous undertaking for RTE. Thousands of people.
Another year to include my favorite ESC conductor of all time. Who would that be, Ere? I'm not very well versed on the conductors and who is in what year and whatnot.
When the camera gives you a full view, you'll see this
So you can fill me in on that, maybe.
and the marvelous
Pronounce something like Diran Nivrian. Alright, I'll trust you. I'll trust you. Something I really dislike about YouTube, like they've done an update so I can't see who's who in the comments really. You've got like the your username on YouTube instead of the actual name that you showcase, which is really annoying because now I don't know who's who anymore. So I will call you Joista, and I probably know who you are, but now I don't. Because YouTube changed their system here. Very annoying. Swiss conductor, he is a childhood hero of mine. I'll try and remember to keep an eye on the Swiss conductor here then, Jere.
A short film of the artists and composers filmed here in Dublin during the Eurovision week.
Alright, short film.
It's time for the
Movie
first
time.
song in the Eurovision Song Contest
Never mind.
1981.
Maybe it's
and
talked about
I'd
the
like
postcards.
to wish
I
the
didn't pay
artists
attention.
and the composers the very best
We're
of luck.
starting
And I
off
hope
with
that
an
all of you
iconic little
enjoy the
entry. The greatest clothing or styling of tonight. I can already tell you that much. Austria has gone all overboard with whatever they're doing. This is the first song up here is one that I really like, but what's going on with the performance, I don't think anyone will understand. But why not?
Wenn bist.
Arriving by plane here. Marty Brem seems to be very excited to be here. Oh, he's getting flowers. That's not him though.
Was also with the solo male singer Udo Jürgens. And
Oh
this
yeah,
contest has been
that's
won from the
right.
front before.
Austria only won once at this point, of course, in Eurovision history. Crazy to think they've won 3 times now. I still really haven't like put in my head the fact that Austria won this year, you know?
When you're there, then the trees turn
They're
green
just
again.
usually such a...
There,
like, no disrespect to Austria, but in my head they're a bit of an anonymous country in the Eurovision history
going
books.
down like ninepins.
But they've been quite good lately, haven't they?
The group whom you can't see.
All right.
And now,
Marty Brem, Richard Österreicher is here. Yes. Song number 1.
Richard
We're off.
Österreicher very gallantly presents a flower to the leader of the orchestra. Song number 1 in this year's contest. Wenn du da bist, Marty Brem, Austria.
Wenn du fort bist und all die Vögel singen doch, wenn du fort bist und die Blumen blühen doch, bin ich einsam und all die Menschen um mich her tun, als ob nichts geschehen wäre. Wenn du fort bist, hör ich das Vogelsingen nicht. Wenn du fort bist, gibt selbst die Sonne trübes Licht, was ich tue. Es ist alles fad und leer, dann fehlst du mir so sehr. Doch wenn du da bist und ich atme deine Nähe, mir ganz nah bist und ich in deine Augen sehe, wenn du da bist und ich dich in die Arme nehme, dann vergessen wir die Welt rings um uns her. Wenn du da bist, seh ich die Bäume wieder grün. Wenn du da bist, seh ich die Blumen wieder blühen. Wenn du da bist, ja dann wünsch ich mir so sehr, bitte geh nicht fort, nie mehr. Wenn du fort bist, laufe ich ohne Ziel umher, ganz verloren, fühl ich mich ausgehöhlt und leer. Wenn du fort bist, habe ich keine Pläne mehr, dann fehlst du mir so sehr. Doch wenn du da bist und ich atme deine Nähe, mir ganz nah bist und ich in deine Augen sehe, wenn du da bist und ich dich in die Arme nehme, dann vergessen wir die Welt rings um uns her. Wenn du da bist, seh ich die Bäume wieder grün. Wenn du da bist, seh ich die Blumen wieder blühen. Wenn du da bist, ja dann wünsch ich mir so sehr, bitte geh nicht fort, nie mehr.
Quite a lot of impressions to take in with that performance for sure. I think this song is very, very pretty, personally. I like the vocal performance as well. I think it's very strong. And it's a song that I can easily return to, but the performance is just so all over the place to really try and grasp, and I don't really know what to make of it. Obviously, like, it stands out. You will remember the performance more than the song, unfortunately, I suppose. But I'm really fond of the song personally. It's one that I enjoy quite a bit. Now, Turkey is coming up next here with Dönme Dolap. Dönme Dolap. Yes, that's it. This is a funky little tune coming up next. Quite a fun one. Maybe you'll enjoy it. As I said previously, I think there are quite a lot of good songs in this year, actually. And I would say that the next one is one of those as well. Cute little postcard here as well with the horses on the beach. Why not? Why not? Eating some apples, as you do.
Carousel is translated as life is no child's play, my friend.
Life is no child's play, my friend.
Fair enough.
Yeah, well, seems about accurate.
Music by Ali Kokateti.
Alright, song number 2 then. Let me know what you think of it as we go along here.
Previously for his native
It's a fun one in my opinion.
The Turkish entry, song number 2 from the modern folk trio, translated as Carousel.
Oh, song number 2 from Turkey there. Dönme, Dolap. Carousel, as Terry translated it for us before. Look, Mom, I'm on TV. That's not you. That's my neighbor. His name's Christian. Wonderful. We've got. I had to say, actually, now when I listen to these songs, like, I haven't realized before, but like the panning of this series is crazy. You know, it's very, very palpable when listening to these songs. Like, quite a lot of fun to actually get the full immersive experience from the orchestra and how they're placed out, because you definitely hear the panning in this here. Like, the stereo version here is very, very wide, and I kind of like that. It's kind of cool. So. Germany up next. Johnny Blue. If you ask me, this song is absolutely wonderful, but I'll let you make up your mind what you think of it as well. But this one hits quite hard, I'm not gonna lie, for me anyway. Let me know what you think of it. Johnny Blue, song number 3 from Germany.
I don't know why he's so popular, but obviously very well liked here. Lena Valaitis with the backing group, the German entry, Johnny Blue.
Blue, blue, blue Johnny Blue, alle singen deine Lieder. Blue, blue, blue Johnny Blue, und die ganze Welt hört zu. Er wuchs auf ohne Freunde, denn keiner wollte spielen mit einem, der blind war wie er. Und er saß meist zu Hause, die Jungen dort draußen, die riefen bloß hinter ihm her. Sie riefen Blue, Blue, Blue Johnny Blue, welche Farbe hat die Sonne? Blue, Blue, Blue Johnny Blue, Kinder können grausam sein. Auf der alten Gitarre, die ihm jemand schenkte, da spielte er, sie war sein Freund. Seine Lieder, die klangen nach Hoffnung und Freude und manchmal als ob jemand weint. Und er sang Blue, Blue, Blue Johnny Blue, welche Farbe hat die Sonne? Blue, Blue, Blue Johnny Blue, und die Kinder hörten zu. Und bald spielte keiner so wie er. Seine Lieder, die gingen den Menschen ans Herz, und er malte Farben aus Musik und vergaß all seinen Schmerz. Und bald kamen 10.000 zu seinen Konzerten, denn er schenkte ihnen die Kraft, an die Zukunft zu glauben, im Dunkel des Lebens. Er hatte es selber geschafft. Oh Johnny Blue, Blue, Blue Johnny Blue, und sie kamen immer wieder. Blue, Blue, Blue Johnny Blue, keiner spielt so schön wie du. Blue, Blue, Blue Johnny Blue, alle singen deine Lieder. Blue, Blue, Blue Johnny Blue, und die ganze Welt hört zu. Und die ganze Welt hört zu.
Well, if you ask me, you know that I find that absolutely lovely. Everything about it flows so naturally, feels so purposeful in terms of every aspect of it, to be honest. There's also something, you know, like, sometimes you don't need the lyrics to kind of feel the emotion in a track, but they just add something to it, because I feel like they're just so straight to the point with the storytelling. You know, saying about the bullied blind boy being teased by his classmates,
Sings the song.
with the Welche Farbe hat die Sonne. It's always like such a, like the lines of the track, they just stick in here.
The suave
Like
boulevard
the bully's asking what color is the sun to the blind boy, and like just being so very obvious about the presentation in it, the emotional delivery as well in vocally.
music in my heart.
It's a wonderful like storytelling kind of track for sure, and I love the music of it as well. And nice backing vocals, how they add a layer to it as
They
well.
won it 2 years running.
A lot of good stuff.
1972,
We do have a little returning winner here coming up next, indeed, from Luxembourg. This is Jean-Claude, who's gonna sing about something about America,
Jean-Claude Pascal
as
and
Jean-Claude Pascal, who of course did win our Watchalong as well back in 1961, long time ago, and he's back 20 years later.
Song 4. The Luxembourg
Song number 4 here.
Peut-être pas Amérique. Jean-Claude Pascal.
C'est peut-être pas l'Amérique, mais l'Amérique, ce n'est pas tout. J'ai dans le cœur une musique, et cette musique, pour moi, c'est beaucoup. Elle vient du Nord ou de Provence, elle est tramontane ou Mistral, elle est le violon pour la danse ou le cœur dans la cathédrale. Elle chante dans mes soirs de fête, elle berce mes nuits de cafard, elle est balade ou chansonnette, elle est piano, elle est guitare. C'est peut-être pas l'Amérique, mais l'Amérique, ce n'est pas tout. J'ai dans le cœur une musique, et cette musique, pour moi, c'est beaucoup. Elle vient du fond de nos mémoires, elle vient d'avant que l'on soit né. Elle nous raconte notre histoire, nos racines et notre passé. Si l'univers est à l'orage, si la terre tremble sous nos pieds, nous continuerons le voyage pour qu'elle n'arrête pas de chanter. C'est peut-être pas l'Amérique, mais l'Amérique, ce n'est pas tout. J'ai dans le cœur une musique, et cette musique, pour moi, c'est beaucoup. J'ai dans le cœur une musique, et cette musique, pour moi, c'est beaucoup.
You know what, the song certainly has, like the entry certainly has a very strong performance. Like he knows what he's doing, of course. He's selling this song very much. And whatever you make of the song, like I don't think it really has the natural progression and really like a satisfactory resolution at times. But it's pleasant enough all around, but it's him who sells it, you know? I think, anyway. I think he's great. You know, I guess that's what experience gets you. We've got some people throwing... Oh! Okay. Habibi coming up next. You know what? This is... This song is tons of fun. Like, I think this one could absolutely be divisive. Some of, like, the vocal approaches that they got going on in this song which are quite noteworthy and could be very off-putting. But oh my, how I think this one is fun, honestly. Let me know what you think of it. It's highly energetic and, you know, certainly stands out. Israel doing what Israel did back in the day, you know, in the 70s and 80s. They just went out for the upbeat, fun tunes, and this is another one of those.
Brem, who's conducted for Israel on their previous 2 winning contests.
Don't like this one, sorry. Nothing to be sorry about. We like what we like.
Is Habibi then? The song is Halayla.
Here we go, song number 5.
The Israeli entry.
לפני שניפרד בטרם יום ירד דברים רבים יאמרו בינינו אלף מילים אלף צלילים עד הלילה נדמה שכבר קרה נדמה שכבר היה נדמה שכבר נאמרו בינינו כל המילים כל הצלילים לילה לילה מה שהיה שהיה בינינו מה שהיה שאמרנו שנינו כל המילים כל הצלילים לילה לילה שאמרנו שנינו מה שהיה בינינו מה שהיה שאמרנו שנינו כל המילים כל הצלילים לילה
You know, this is one I can return to at any time and just have the time of my life with. Obviously, like, the backing vocals are so absurd in a way, but I've just gotten so used to it that I actually love them as a part of the track, honestly. I think they just have such character to them. Like, it adds something for the song, to the song for me. It gives it something very striking and notable in there. Of course, like, she is obviously the star of the whole performance. Like, she kills it completely. But there's just that kind of... that's just that kind of backdrop of something so ear-catching, I suppose you should say. Not eye-catching, because it's more ear-catching. But it's fun. It's really fun. There's so much energy in the track as well. And they're just having the time of their life with it. So I like that. I like that. I also very much like Krøller, eller. That's kind of cope. What does that mean? I don't know. I know English. Tommy is back, and he's brought Debbie with him again. And now Debbie's gonna kind of be the star of the show, I suppose, more than Tommy. But still, Tommy hype. Song number 6 from Denmark here. I think this is a good one. Maybe you will think the same, or maybe you will hate it. We're still gonna listen to it together. Song number 6.
For Denmark, Krøller, eller.
Jeg har en drøm, og
You know what I'm having? A blast with this year so far. I think that's wonderful. So much fun. Again, it's just a joyous, upbeat entry that's just there to be fun for everyone. And I think it has such like a purposeful progression throughout the song. It feels like it just knows exactly what it's supposed to do in the next part. There's never like a moment where you feel like, oh, they're just kind of phoning it in, or they're dragging something back to the not really sure what they want to do. It's energetic from start to finish, and it knows exactly how to transition between part to part. I think it's structured perfectly, and I love that. Now next up is a big beard going to enter the stage from Yugoslavia. They're back after a 4-year pause, I suppose, or 4-year hiatus. We got Lejla coming up next, which is a very, as you can hear in the background here, there's a very loud tambourine going on here. You will hear more of that in the song coming up. There's a lot of that in many of the songs this year. This is a tambourine year for sure. It will become very evident in the next song coming up here. Let me know what you think of the Yugoslav little entry here. As Rankor comes in, makes a little bow.
Song 7.
Song 7, yes indeed.
Sung by Vajta. It's called Lena.
Nikad te niko neće voljet ko ja. Lejla, nikad te niko neće voljet ko ja. Nikada. Malo nam je trebalo, znaj, samo malo, još jedan san. Za nas bi procvjetale ruže da si dočekala sa mnom dan. O, samo da si ostala tu, ali nisi željela to, ali nisi željela to. Nikad te niko neće voljet ko ja. Nikada. Nikad te niko neće voljet ko ja. Lejla, ptice bi nas pjesmom vodile, znaj, sunce bi nam obasjalo put. Za našu sreću i za tebe, draga, sačuvao sam ljubav svu. O, samo da si ostala tu, ali nisi željela to, ali nisi željela to. Nikad te niko neće voljet ko ja. Nikada. Nikad te niko neće voljet ko ja. Lejla. Nikad te niko neće voljet ko ja.
There we are, song from Yugoslavia there. Kind of nice when the horns really come in there towards the end. I think that really elevates it and makes sure that the song feels like it's definitely developed somewhere. I think this one is a little bit unfortunately affected negatively by that incredibly loud, obnoxiously loud tambourine, which just kind of overpowers everything, which for me it's like a nitpick. Like I get frustrated with it. Overall, the songwriting is not too bad there, you know, and I like his vocal style. It definitely stands out, but yeah, just like you, Rebecca, I do prefer the other Lejla from 25 years after this, but that is of course a massive all-timer. Next up is Reggae Okay.
Riki Sorsa,
Finland here. Riki Sorsa is gonna sing about reggae, and this is, you know,
equally irritating.
quite the notable and out there entry. It's particular, you know, like how many little reggae tunes have we had in Eurovision at this point? Not a lot. Have we had any?
He's been living in
I'm trying to like think back, but like I should just not try and do that because my brain isn't what it used to be. Otto Donner is here. Where is Ossi Rune? Did he refuse to do reggae? Ossi, my man.
Sorsa.
Okay, reggae okay. Next song up.
The song is Reggae Okay. After the headphones have been placed on the ears, of course. Well, you can't say you're not getting a variety of costume here.
Well, and a variety of song. I agree with you there, Terry. We all did, in fact, exactly just experience that together. You don't get this in many other places. How wonderful. We got Reggae Okay. 170 people just experienced that together at the same time, with all kind of various opinions about what we just watched and listened to. And that's wonderful. It really is. Thank you everyone for tuning in. This is seriously immense numbers, immense viewing numbers to have. I really appreciate everyone tuning in and being a part of this wonderful rewatch of a wonderful Eurovision edition. Speaking of wonderful, the next song coming up is from France. Humanahum. Hum, hum, hum. I can't pronounce French things, so I just immediately exaggerate everything I say in French. Hopefully you enjoy that. There's also a lot of terre, terre. De Homme. Yes. David Springfield, that's a very French name there, Mr. Springfield. And let's enjoy the song from France. It's a pretty good one if you ask me, but you'll make up your own mind what you think of it. Let me know.
Sur une galaxie 3000. Un vieil homme est assis sur le sol gris. Autour de lui, tous les enfants sont réunis pour écouter ce qu'il va raconter. Regardez ma petite là-bas dans la nuit. Là dans la nuit. Ces deux boules qui brillent étaient pleines de vie. Pleines de vie. Les hommes de naguère en étaient fiers et l'avaient baptisé la terre.
There's that. Quite an attention-grabbing entry from France there. I think it's really wonderfully composed. All of the purposeful development of this track as well, you know, with a key change coming around every single time the verse starts over, is really wonderful idea because it really makes sure that the song feels like it's progressing all the time. Lyrically, it's wonderful as well, even though that it's in French. Yes, even French can be wonderful in terms of wording and whatnot, but it's obviously such an important track, really, and still to this day. And it's really lovely, and presentation is so convincing too, I think. Wonderful entry from France, in my opinion. Got a good result for them in real life as well, of course. We'll see how good of a result they get from us tonight. And we move from France just a little bit south. We move to Spain. Spain, one of my... a country that I have a lot of music I enjoy from. I don't think the next song we're gonna hear from Spain is among their more memorable ones, but well, I'll let you make up your mind what you think of Y Solo Tú, which is the 10th song. 10th song already of tonight. It's crazy. Time just flies. It really does. Wonderful show we're having tonight. Spain up next. Halfway mark.
Y Solo Tú, sung by Bacchelli.
Y solo tú y solo yo, enamorados en la playa bajo el sol. No hay nadie más alrededor y en la arena yo dibujo un corazón. El viento enreda tus cabellos como queriéndote acariciar. Y solo tú y solo yo, el cielo azul y en tus ojos el amor, mirando el mar embrujado, nos nos abrazamos con la fuerza de un ciclón. Nada, 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 nada es igual si tú no estás. Me quedo con mi soledad en un rincón. Oh, oh. Nada, 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 nada es igual si no estás tú. Oh, 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 oh. Y solo tú y solo yo sabemos todos los secretos del amor. Y solo tú y solo yo en nuestro mundo dulce, alegre y soñado. Entre mis brazos yo te beso, siento en tus labios fuego abrasador. Y nada, 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 nada es igual si tú no estás. Me quedo con mi soledad en un rincón. Oh, oh. Nada, 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 nada es igual si no estás tú. Oh, 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 oh. Y solo tú y solo yo sabemos todos los secretos del amor. Y solo tú y solo yo en nuestro mundo dulce, alegre y soñador. Entre mis brazos yo te beso, siento en tus labios fuego abrasador. Y nada, 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 nada es igual si tú no estás. Me quedo con mi soledad en un rincón. Oh, oh. Nada, 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 nada es igual si no estás tú. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh,
There we are, the song from Spain and the halfway mark of the show. Decent entry in my opinion. It's not one of these that I always think of when I think of 1981 for sure, but it has its moments and it has a nice little foot tapping quality to it. Just like Terry says here, halfway through the contest, let's see what else he has to say.
I don't think so. I think
Oh, wow. Terry just straight up. Have we seen the winner yet? No, I don't think so. Of course, Terry knows what's up. You know, that there is the UK to come, of course. And he'd obviously be correct. But Germany wasn't that far off in real life, were they? I seem to have forgotten the actual results, but I don't think they were that far off, right? Next up is Netherlands. This is... Wait, let me actually check. Yeah, for me personally, the running order is not really peaking here in the middle part of the show. Like, I love France, but like other than that, the songs around this part of the running order are not really my thing. But hopefully there's someone else's thing. We got Netherlands coming up next here, which is an intriguing one, I suppose. Roger van Otterloo is here. And he's gonna knock it out of the park with Het is een wonder, or something like that.
Sung by Linda Williams.
Linda Williams. Yes, that's...
Ik had ook geen ervaring nog, zelfs in tegendeel. Altijd vallen en weer opstaan zonder commentaar. En in stilte knoop ik de eindjes aan elkaar. Het is een wonder, ja, dat ik jou heb ontmoet. Jij geeft me leven. het goede zin. Alle dingen die ik doe ik met plezier. En iedere kus bewaar ik nu als een souvenir. Het is een wonder, ja, dat ik jou heb ontmoet. Jij geeft mijn leven nu voorgoed een stimulans. Een warme tinteling in mijn bloed, een liefdesdans. Een nieuwe kans, het is een wonder.
What was that? She blew us a kiss at the end? How adorable. You know what, like, the song obviously has its own little identity going for it, and it's fully embracing that, and if it's your thing, it's your thing. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. I think that's kind of what it comes down to, but it, you know, obviously has its charming aspects, I suppose. A bouncy little tune. Perhaps not the most, you know, exciting or anything like that, but it's there. We're moving on to Ireland, as Mark Dowd has just donated £2 to a super chat. Thank you very much, Mark. You didn't send a message with your super chat. You can do that if you want to, but I really appreciate it. Thank you. Those £2 are much appreciated. Thank you very much for being highly generous, and hopefully you have a wonderful night here watching 1981 with us all. I would assume you do, otherwise you wouldn't have super chatted, I think. Anyway, Ireland is up next. We've got Horoscopes singing about celestial lives. I've kind of forgotten, but it you know, it has a little bit of a memorable chorus, this one, for sure. And I know Ellen really loves it, so this one's for Ellen. Let's enjoy Horoscopes together. Noel is here, you know, as always. Some things never change. Ossie might not be here. Noel is.
Calling themselves Sheba, and the song is called Horoscopes.
Rushing for the papers every day to find out what the stars have got to say about the fortunes that are on the way. It's crazy, crazy, working on dreams that forever will hold. Success comes from what we do, not from what we're told. And counting our lucky stars is living on foretold. Don't let the fantasy take control of our lives. Believe in the truth and not celestial lies. If we know the stars above, write our horoscopes.
That's...
Well, you wouldn't expect anything else but an enormous cheer for that.
Yeah, enormous cheer, of course, over in Ireland. Isn't that a very strange note to end on? Like, you usually want to end on the high note and whatnot, but they're completely dropping the final note. That's interesting, how they went for that. I haven't really reflected on that before. A lot of loud tambourine in that one as well, unfortunately. What's my horoscope? I'm a Scorpio. Maybe you predicted that. We should have made that a prediction game. But of course, some people know when my birthday is, because we celebrate each other's birthdays on the Discord server. We say, happy birthday to everyone. I do believe it was someone's birthday today. Was it Spoody? Spoody's birthday today? Happy birthday, Spoody. I would assume then... Oh wait, no, we're not in Scorpio time anymore. What zodiac sign are we on now?
3 girls and 2 boys.
I don't know. I don't know what comes after Scorpio. Oh, Norway is up next. Aldri i livet. Akkurat. Can't believe it. We're gonna get 0 poäng again.
Not until I join with the wind.
Yeah, this is obviously infamously known for not scoring so great in Eurovision, but maybe it'll score better tonight than it did in real life. We got Aldri i livet.
Never in my life already. Sung by
From Norway.
To his own guitar accompaniment with the backing group.
Sorgløs sang, som da jeg så deg for første gang. I dine tidløse øyne finnes svar, som ingen andre jeg kjenner har. Hver gang jeg drar herfra, tenker du på meg da. Hver gang jeg drar herfra, glem ikke løftet jeg ga. Aldri i livet har jeg tenkt på å reise ifra deg. Aldri i livet, min venn, før jeg slår følge med vinden. Aldri i livet har jeg tenkt på å reise ifra deg. Aldri i livet, min venn, før jeg slår følge med vinden. Du har gitt livet en ny harmoni. Tiden i ensomhet er forbi. Jeg har vært blindet, men nå kan jeg se. Elskling, fordi du har lært meg det. Hver gang jeg drar herfra, tenker du på meg da. Hver gang jeg drar herfra, glem ikke løftet jeg ga. Aldri i livet har jeg tenkt på å reise ifra deg. Aldri i livet, min venn, før jeg slår følge med vinden. Aldri i livet har jeg tenkt på å reise ifra deg. Aldri i livet, min venn, før jeg slår følge med vinden.
There we are. Song from Norway. I don't think you're doing yourself many favors if you just sit down like that throughout the track. There's just something about it that feels so kind of lifeless. I don't know. It's rather unfortunate, because I think the song really needs like a development throughout, because it has an emotional core to it and it wants to be very sweet, and it could absolutely work. For some people I'm sure it's effective, but for me it just never really connects, because it doesn't actually have the sense of like a development or a sense of a purpose in that aspect. And I think that's kind of just what holds it back for me. Next up is, of course, something that is very, very well known. Making Your Mind Up by Bucks Fizz. I know some people really have are really against this entry, and that's fine. I think it is fun. It's not my personal favorite this year. It is for others, of course, and it was for many people back in 1981. We'll see how it's gonna do tonight. But I do think this one is quite fun, and of course the choreography is just, you gotta tip your hat for a fun choreography sometimes, especially back in the 80s. So here's John Coleman.
Conductor is John Coleman, looking calm and rested,
Hello.
yet confident.
Calm, rested, and confident, in the words of Terry
Making
Wogan.
Your Mind Up
Here we go.
from Bucks Fizz.
You gotta speed it up, and then you gotta slow it down. 'Cause if you believe that a love can hit the top, you gotta play around. But soon you will find that there comes a time for making your mind up. Here we go. You gotta turn it on, and then you gotta put it out. You gotta be sure that it's something everybody's gonna talk about before you decide that the time's right for making your mind up. Don't let your indecision take you from behind. Trust your inner vision. Don't let others change your mind. And now you really gotta burn it up and make another fly-by-night. Get a run for your money and take a chance, and it'll turn out right. And when you can see how it's gotta be, you're making your mind up. Try to look as if you don't care less, but if you wanna see some more, then the rules of the game will let you find the one you're looking for, and then you can show that you think you know you're making your mind up. Don't let your indecision take you from behind. Trust your inner vision. Don't let others change your mind. And now you really gotta speed it up, and then you gotta slow it down. 'Cause if you believe that a love can hit the top, they're gonna lay you down. And so you will find that there comes a time for making your mind up. And now you really gotta speed it up, and then you gotta slow it down. 'Cause if you believe that a love can hit the top, you're gonna lay you down. And soon you will find that there comes a time for making your mind up. For making your mind up. For making your mind up. For making your mind up.
So you know what it really is? Well, let's actually hear what
That's
Jerry
gone
says
very
first.
big in the Simmons Court extension as well. United Kingdom's entry, Bucks Fizz, very vivacious performance, full of beans. Certainly in the
Full of
top
beans.
5, I'd say, for the United Kingdom, that one. Good work.
We'll see, Terry, if it's gonna be in the top 5 in our voting. I would assume so, but you never know. You know what really... Oh, it's the man! Okay, we're getting to Portugal very, very soon, but you know what UK really is? It is effective, I think. I think, certainly. That's really what they went for, and it's very, very memorable in that aspect. Obviously, you know, I think the vocal performance is not that great, from mainly the two women in Bucks Fizz there. Like, it becomes very shrieking towards the end when the key change comes around. But fun choreography. I love the little instrumental break when they start dancing, and you know, that song is high in energy, so why not? But this is Carlos. Carlos is chilling around. Like another Carlos, he's a smooth operator.
Portuguese entry,
Anyway,
the conductor,
we got Segundo.
Segundo Galazza.
Okay, before we move on, Segundo, is that actually a Portuguese name? That does not look Portuguese, but who am I to judge? We got Playback coming up next. This is a
Song
classic.
number 15.
Classic. Enjoy.
Title is Playback, with a backing group, Carlos Paião.
não saber cantar, nem sequer assobiar, com certeza que não vais desafinar. Em playback, em playback, em playback. Só precisas de acertar, não tem nada que enganar, e assim mesmo sem cantar vais encantar. Em playback, em playback, em playback. Põe o microfone à frente muito disfarçadamente, vai sorrindo que é para a gente lá presente não notar. Em playback tu és alguém, mesmo afónico cantas bem. Em playback, a fazer playback e viva o playback, has de sempre cantar. Em playback, respirar para quem não sabe também não vê. Em playback, a fazer playback e viva o playback, dá para toda uma soirée. Podes não saber cantar, nem sequer assobiar, com certeza que não vais desafinar. Em playback, em playback, em playback. Só precisas de acertar, não tem nada que enganar, e assim mesmo sem cantar vais encantar. Em playback, em playback, em playback. Abre a boca, fecha a boca, não te enganes, não te esganes, vais ter uma apoteose, põe-te em pose para agradar. Em playback é que tu és bom, a cantar sem fugir do tom. Em playback, a fazer playback e viva o playback, has de sempre cantar com playback. Até pedem bis, mas de certo dirás feliz. Em playback, a fazer playback e viva o playback, agradeces e sorris. Podes não saber cantar, nem sequer assobiar, com certeza que não vais desafinar. Em playback, em playback, em playback. Só precisas de acertar, não tem nada que enganar, e assim mesmo sem cantar vais encantar. Em playback, em playback, em playback. Em playback, em playback, em playback. Em playback, em playback, em playback.
No, like for me, that is just so wonderful. It's such a fun performance to it. It's such like a curious entry altogether, but really wonderful in terms of its charm, I would say. I love him as a performer. Like he's so wonderful. He's so charismatic and really just sells the song with just the right attitude that it fits what the track is trying to be. And you know, very, very catchy, of course. Nice flow to the track. Feels very purposeful and striking in that aspect. I think it's wonderful. Playback there. And from Playback, we're moving on to Samson. This is another song that I think is very strong. There are a lot of good songs this year, I'm telling you. This is, for me, this is a very, very good year, particularly for being the 80s. The 80s is not my decade at all for Eurovision. I find it very difficult to really connect with years as a whole for the 80s, but this year has so many good songs. It really does. And Samson, I think, is one of them. Fun choreography coming up next as well. Wonderful lighting, like the color grading on stage is really cool as well. Giuseppe Marchese, that is definitely a Belgian name. Alright, Samson up next from Belgium.
Biblical theme, though there's not much sign of it. Samson, Emily Starr.
Niemand kan je liefde
Yes,
That
indeed.
is. Let's see what
I
Terry
like
has to
that
say.
one. He has an elusive
Terry
charm.
likes it.
Samson. Oh, I'll be all right in a moment. That's the Belgian entry song.
Terry was a fan. I am a fan. I think that's such a cool track, really. With like such rhythmic distinction that definitely sticks with me. Now,
Won this contest.
let's see.
Fegari
Listen to the
Kalkaya,
backing
song
music.
Summer Moon. The singer is Yanis Dimitris. There he is. He's with the young lady called Sofia Chuntra.
Alright,
who's 18
so
years of age.
Fegari Kalukerino
Not only on this
is up next. You know this is gonna make me swell a little bit. This is the ballad of the year, in my opinion. Oh my god, there's another one that's also makes me very heavily emotional that's coming after this as well. So yeah, we're in for a tough little finale of the show for me personally. This is a wonderful entry in my opinion, and I just heard Terry say that the woman who's with the Yanis here
From the seaside.
is 18 years old. I forgot what the meme was about. What did I say? She's 15! She's 18! Apparently. Okay, Yorgos is here, Yanis is here. Let's listen to Fegari Kalokerino.
Summer Moon. Yanis Dimitris.
Φεγγάρι καλοκαιρινό, στον ίσιο σου θα τριγυρνώ, στη μαχεμένη αστροφέγγια, λουλούδια θα είναι τα φιλιά. Ήρθα κοντά σου να σταθώ, μικρό καράβι στο γυαλό. Τρέμω τους ίσιους της νύχτιας, γι' αυτό φεγγάρι μου να μ' αγαπάς. Φεγγάρι καλοκαιρινό, στον έρωτα τον ουρανό, η μαχεμένη αστροφέγγια, λουλούδια κάνει τα κοίτα τον έρημο γυαλό, σου ψιθυρίζω σ' αγαπώ. Τώρα θα χτίσω εκκλησιά για της αγάπης τα τρελά παιδιά. Φεγγάρι καλοκαιρινό,
Song from Greece. I want to hear what Terry says.
Well, that was in contrast to what's gone before, and that can often create high marks for the song. And that was a nice song. That's Yanis Dimitris.
Thank you, Terry. I agree with you. That was a nice song. Absolutely lovely in my book. I'm I'm a bit emotional over here. I think it's gorgeous, and particularly like the choruses, they hit so hard. The way that they're so purposefully building towards those choruses, and then the instrumentation is so full during those choruses, particularly like the last one. His vocal as well is very, very piercing throughout the whole thing, and really just carries a lot of the impact of the track. But the choruses with that instrumental backdrop, it's huge. It's a huge arrangement, really, that I think hits so hard. Beautiful song, in my opinion. And if we weren't done with like the Greek little vibes, because obviously Fegari Kalokerino doesn't, like, it sounds Greek, but if you thought like this, what you're gonna hear next is is the epitome of sounding Greek, or Cypriot, if you will. We got the debut from Cyprus coming up here, Monica, which is, you know, a little interesting tune. It's very Mediterranean, I'll tell you that much. Let's see what you make of it. Monica up next.
The first entry ever from Cyprus in this contest.
Πάντα μαζί. Ποτέ δεν θυμάμαι αν ήσυχος να είμαι, γιατί ήσουν πάντα εσύ. Στη συντροφιά μου, τραγούδι χαρά μου, αγάπη και ελπίδα χρυσή.
There we are, Cypriot debut. Quite a fun one, of course. I kind of really like the sax parts as well, of course, of the track. And one thing that always like sticks with me with that entry is definitely the visual side of things. I love the colors, like both on stage and on the group. They're just really tying into that blue sea vibe, you know. And I know Switzerland is up next, and I know like we're all excited about listening to what's gonna happen, like Switzerland coming up next. But I need a refill. You'll have to wait approximately 15 seconds because I need a refill. Yeah, for the final two songs. I'll be right back. Terribly sorry about that. Keeping you waiting as we're gonna head over to Io Senza Te. You've all been waiting for this one, I know you have. Peter, Sue and Mark. This is the 4th time we see them. And I was about to say probably the last time, or definitely the last time, but it's probably not going to be the last time. Because in my head, I have a hunch this could get a top 5 finish tonight, and we'll get it in the best of final. So, yes, just like Terry says, this is one of the favorites to win it. We'll see how far up the scoreboard it will end up tonight. I think it should be in the mix, surely, right? They're drinking Guinness, of course. I mean, why wouldn't you? I'd rather spit it out, but that's just me. Yeah, Sue is not really feeling the Guinness. Good choice, good choice. Alright. Io Senza Te. Yep, this is
The Swiss
this
entry,
is
very hotly
a song.
tipped. Peter, Sue and Mark. Io Senza Te.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Dopo la tempesta camminiamo un po' sulla sabbia pesta, chiacchieriamo un po'.
Ho sbagliato io, hai sbagliato tu. Quel che è stato, non parliamone più. Io senza te cosa farei? Io non respiro se tu non ci sei. Io senza te cosa sarei? Una farfalla che non vola più.
Prenderti nel vento come un anno fa, stesso sentimento, stessa intensità,
E trovai parole che non dissi mai,
mentre il sole muore sul mio
cuore stai. Io senza te cosa farei?
della mia vita, dei giorni miei.
Io senza te come farei?
Amore mio,
Ti inventerei.
io senza te cosa farei? Oh,
Io senza te come farei?
amore mio,
Ti inventerei.
amore mio, ti inventerei.
Yeah, just like you literally wrote the second the song finished, Mark. An absolute classic. It for sure is. Melodically, so beautiful. It stands out so much among competition. Like, even though this is a fantastic year, and this is not my favorite entry of the year, but it would have been in so many other years, you know. The melodically, it's gorgeous, really is, and I love the instrumentation as well. When that pan flute part hits after the second chorus, it's just like everything's complete. I got chills. Like the first chorus, I literally felt the chills that I got. It doesn't happen that often. Well, it kind of happens maybe a little too often, to be completely honest. But it's still, you know, it's cool when it happens that I get chills from music. So I love it. Now the final song of the night is Björn Skifs with Ångar i en dröm. Wow, wow. You might recognize Mr. Björn, or Mr. Schiffs, I should say. He represented Sweden back in 1978. He forgot the lyrics that time. He's not going to do that today. And he also sang the Huga Huga Chaka song. So yes, final song of the night. Fångade i en dröm. Wait. Sorry, Anders, you'll have to just wait a moment, because Ellen just submitted a super chat. I don't know why, but let's see what Ellen has to say before Anders and Björn start up. 8 Australian dollars for my favorite ESC year of all time. Love spending these watch-alongs together. Tambourine count 50. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, or this morning for you, Ellen. And thank you kindly for the generous donation. I also love spending these watch-alongs with all of you. And we're gonna... thank you for the tambourine count. We'll see if we can get 51 here with Sweden as the final song. We'll shift our attention to that. Anders, take it away. Thank you again, Ellen. Final song of the night.
The final song of this year's contest from Sweden, Björn Skifs, Fångad i en dröm.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mitt hus, där händer det att natten är lång. I mitt hus, där känner du någonting är på gång. Och när dagen börjar skymma bjuder oron upp till dans. Du försöker komma undan, men du kommer ingenstans. Och fångad i en dröm som inte gör dig fri. Fångad i en dröm, hålls du kvar ändå av din fantasi. Jag fångar dem igen, om du kunde fly. Men fångad i en dröm, blir du kvar ändå tills att dagen gryr. I en dröm, i en dröm. I en tid när världen ska vara full av logik. I en tid när sagor inte längre hör hit. Ser du verkligheten rasa och det isar i din hud, så du skriker ut din fasa, men det kommer inga ljud. Och fångad i en dröm som inte gör dig fri. Fångad i en dröm, hålls du kvar ändå av din fantasi. Jag fångar dem igen, om du kunde fly. Men fångad i en dröm, blir du kvar ändå tills att dagen gryr. Fångad i en dröm som inte gör dig fri. Jag fångar i en dröm, blir du kvar ändå i din fantasi. I en dröm, i en dröm, i en dröm, i en dröm.
There we are, final song of the evening. Love that color grading on the stage as well at this final shot there. That's incredible. I'm a sucker for purple, you know. Before we're getting to the recap, I'll just brief comments about the Swedish song, I suppose. I really like Björn Skifs. I certainly do, and I think the orchestration of this track is really, really cool. For me, it's just the chorus is too straight to the point and doesn't really spark much interest in me. I wish the chorus was more explorative, personally, but that's just me. The voting is now open. It will be open for 20 minutes starting now. You can vote via Discord or via the website. If you need help in knowing how to vote, talk to Darren. You will also, I'm going to introduce something very, very cool. It's the first time for a Okay, I'll get to that in just a few seconds. For the first time, there's something cool with the recap. Katrina donated £5 to a super chat. Thank you so much. Enjoying myself with you and everyone else. Make Crew Division reign forever. Forever? Am I in this for life? I don't know. But thank you very much, Katrina. I'm having a wonderful time this evening. I hope all of you are as well. It's been a great show. I'm as happy as the guy who's just in focus in my freeze frame right now. Are we similar? It's me and him, you know? Yeah. Thank you very much, Katrina. For the first time ever, we do have a recap made by a community member. Ming has been incredibly generous and prepared some recaps for us for the 80s. So we don't get the old classic ones with the Spanish translation at the bottom and all of that. And they really do, like, this is a pretty wonderfully put together recap, I have to say. And there's a nice little touch to it as well. It will have the link, the voting link, as you will find out. So it's very easy to just use the recap to get your votes in, because it's there to help you. So now let's pay attention to Ming's recap for the first time. These will be regularly recurring in our watch-alongs. Here we are. And look at the logo. Ah, lovely. Enjoy the recap and make sure you get your votes in. See you soon.
Vergessen wir die Welt rings um uns her. Wenn du da bist, seh ich die Bäume wieder grün. Wenn du da bist, seh ich die Blumen wieder blühen. Hamurunda var, yaşamak, dönme dolap gibidir. Onun da inişli çıkışları var. Talih gelir hep çıkanlar arkadaş.
C'est peut-être pas l'Amérique, mais l'Amérique, ce n'est pas tout. J'ai dans le cœur une musique, et cette musique, pour moi, c'est...
Har Krøller, eller samo malo još jedan san. Za nas bi procvjetale ruže da si dočekala sa mnom dan. O, samo da si ostala tu. Ali nisi željela to, ali nisi željela to. Nikad te okej. Jag skina starka men on ni nauti siitä kunnes menetyt. Ja kohta säkin sanot, tää biitti mulle kiinni reggae. Okei, reggae. Okei, reggae. Okei. sans arrêt. Et des milliers d'oiseaux.
Es igual si tú no estás, me quedo con mi soledad en un rincón. Nada, 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 nada es igual si no estás tú. Y solo tú y solo yo sabemos todo.
Ik heb weer mijn vertrouwen terug en altijd goede zin. Alle dingen die ik doe, doe ik met plezier. En iedere kus bewaar ik nu als een souvenir. Het is een wonder, ja, dat ik jou heb ontmoet.
Podes não saber cantar, nem sequer assobiar, com certeza que não vais desafinar. Subsidiarizo, σ' τώρα θα χτίσω εκκλησιά για της αγάπης τα τρελά παιδιά. Φεγγάρι καλοκαιρινό. Εσύ για μένα ζω, εγώ για σένα κι είναι όλα αρμονικά. Μόνη, 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 μόνικα. Εσύ για μένα ζω, εγώ για σένα κι είναι όλα αρμονικά. Μόνικα. Io senza te cosa farei? Oh, io senza te come farei? Amore mio, en dröm måste kvar ändå av din fantasi. Jag fångar dem igen. Åh, om vi kunde fly. Men fångar i en dröm blir du kvar ändå tills att dagen gryr. I en dröm.
Here's Glitter
There we
Music.
are. That's the whole recap. Make sure you get your votes in. You still have 11 minutes to do so. We'll take a little look at the interval act. During the recap, I've got some incredibly generous people that I have to thank, of course. Lycan, thank you so much for the £5. Little support for you, Groot. All love to you, Daz, and the mod team from the Ballad Lover, Lycan. Thank you so much. That's incredibly generous of you. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And happy to have you with us for all. Like, one thing that I really just love about you joining in all of the watch-alongs, like, and is the fact that you don't know these years. I think that's so much fun. Like, there are people out there who have never watched these years and do it for the first time with us. Like, the first impressions you get for all of these songs is here. I think that's so cool, honestly. So thank you for tuning in again. And then Tony, I don't know, your super chat did not show up on the screen. I don't know why. And for some reason you sent a hippo crying and then shouting epic fail. I don't know why, but sure, why not? An incredibly generous donation nonetheless. Thank you so much, Tony. Beautiful. I really appreciate it, truly. Thank you to everyone who's well, honestly, everyone who's just tuned in tonight. We've had huge viewing numbers tonight, which is incredible. I'm really, really happy about that. And we'll see how many voters we can get together, right? Because we still have 9 minutes to vote, so make sure you don't miss taking part of the voting, because you want to have your say in who's going to win, right? Right? Right. Now I'm marrying Raphael and Guy Bonnet. Who knew? Oh, you'll be happy to know, like, Guy Bonnet, you have not seen the last of him. Maybe you already knew that, but yeah, you have not. He'll come around soon again. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen now. We're gonna watch the interval, of course, and then we're gonna get to the voting. Some music and dance. I seem to remember, like, there are in this interval act there are clips, basically, which is you know, I have various, like, I have differing opinions on what I think about just using clips for the interval act. It's not really my preferred choice, but when it's cool, you know? So why not? Let's see what she has to say about it.
Time dance is performed, the music is performed by Planxty, one of Ireland's best-known traditional music groups, and the choreography is by Anne Courtney.
Anne Courtney?
Oh,
of course, we need it in French. Yeah, speak a little for us, Terry.
Musical item for the interval in French and then Gaelic. Well, I don't know. I enjoyed the contest. I certainly did. I think that if the juries go for upbeat music, the Cypriot entry, or possibly the United Kingdom entry will win. Covering all sides here, I think Ireland will score well, so too will Germany. But I do still have a sneaking regard for the Swiss entry if the international juries decide to pick a melody.
You know what? Terry Wogan is pretty good at predicting, isn't he? I think all 5 of the songs that he mentioned were in the top 6, I want to say, at the end result. Which one did he miss? I have to double check now. Let me see. Because I'm pretty sure all of the ones that he mentioned, they were towards the top of the scoreboard. Which one did he miss? That did exceptionally well. Ah, France, that's right. He didn't get France. But other than that, well done, Terry. Very well done. Okay. So, I think maybe we're done soon speaking in Gaelic and French, perhaps.
Among the younger generation, eager to discover their musical heritage.
Wogan's famously bad at predicting. Not this year, I'd say. And before we start this, actually, one thing that I'm very happy to hear as well was the fact that Terry Wogan said he really liked, you know, the show this year, which, you know, he was kind of famously known later on in his career that he did not actually enjoy Eurovision. Or, well, he didn't act like he enjoyed it, that's for sure, because he was very negative about many things. But back in 1981, because it was such a great year, of course, seemed to have liked it. All right, let's take a look at the interval act now.
And the Bauron.
And embrace what we're gonna see.
Time dance.
up to Boston. Now this is quite a lovely little interval act, in all honesty. The fact that it's pre-recorded is something, but lovely music, lovely performance with the synchronized dancing and everything. And like at that part towards the end, I just felt like this is so highly reminiscent of Shipping Up to Boston. In case, what was that group called? Dropkick Murphys. Anyone familiar with Dropkick Murphys shipping up to Boston? It sounded like that to me. I'm just, you know, that's just me casually making completely incorrect connections, but whatever. Lovely little interval act, to be honest. Almost as lovely as Mr. Neff. Mr. Neff. Mr. Neff. Of course, the voting is open for just a few more minutes because I told Darren that no rush, because there is one part that Ellen reminded me of that we have to watch as a part of the actual voting session. So Darren extended the voting to 22:10, so still get your votes in. You still have some time. We have to check out the Yugoslav points presentation because it is a classic. Some of you, of course, know that. But let's see what's gonna start off with the... Bonsoir Autriche. Allô? Bonsoir. So... Okay. Very good, Austria. Now we're gonna skip you. Oh wait, Mr. Neff has something to say?
Just talking now with the
Wait, let's see.
Allemagne, 5 points.
What happens now?
Germany.
Excuse me!
no.
Mr. Neff wants to talk.
I'm just talking now with the Austrian jury. You have forgotten that you should start by ascending order, giving as the first point 1, 2, 3, etc.
You tell her, Mr. Neff.
Why you start by 5?
Oh my god! He's like, I can't understand why you start with 5. Like, the absolute... He was so done with it. He's like, immediately, it's just... He has no time for this. Why are you not starting with the... Oh, Mr. Neff. Mr. Neff. Never stop with the attitude. Wow, how lovely. He's so done with this. It's like, oh, amateurs, you idiots, huh? I can't understand why you start with 5. Now he learned.
Belgium,
Okay,
1 point.
much better. Yeah, the shade, absolutely. No filter on this guy.
2 points. Switzerland,
The
2
Neff
points.
stare. Public humiliation, yep.
Pays-Bas, 3 points. Netherlands, 3 points.
Oh, that's wonderful. Mr. Neff. Okay, let's now skip ahead to Yugoslavia when they're voting. How do we know? Okay, let's see what Mr. Neff has to say here.
6 points, and nothing has been added to France. I think Frank Neff is going to have to jump in a minute.
Mr. Neff, jump in. Stop.
Here he
Stop,
comes.
you idiots.
Problem with the scoreboard.
I know how he feels from the Song for
Could you
Europe.
hold on? France should lead now with 36 points.
That's right.
Thank you.
3-12 they've
Dorian,
had.
you can proceed now. the next country.
France
Right,
and
we'll go back to
36.
Israel. Israel, could I have your vote,
Ireland
please?
with 26.
Israel. Okay, we'll skip a little bit ahead.
Points.
Play
Points.
by 3 countries.
Switzerland, 4 points.
Okay,
The United
United
Kingdom on that.
Kingdom, 10 points.
Yugoslavia coming up soon.
12.
Yugoslavia up soon here now.
And now, listen carefully. Ireland, 12.
Oh,
Irish song doing very well for Sheba.
Ireland,
48.
12 points.
oh wow.
In the
Ireland
lead,
leading.
France in second place with
Crazy.
45. The United Kingdom are 43. I'm sure Turkey have a point there, but it's been taken away. And Norway have yet to
Good
score.
night, Denmark, and thank you very much.
Here we come.
They quite
Our
like
next
the Danes
jury
over
is
here.
in Yugoslavia. Dobro večer. Good evening, Yugoslavia. Could I have your votes, please? Good evening, Yugoslavia.
In the
Yugoslavia.
silence
Try
that
once again.
followed, they knew that
Good evening, Yugoslavia.
Frank
Could
Neff is
I
on
have
the
your
phone.
votes,
You can't
please?
see him. He's on the
Neff
red
is on
phone.
the phone.
Something
Mr. Neff, what's going
gone
on?
wrong.
We have still some difficulties to get Yugoslavia, but I think they are coming in.
It's
They're
probably
coming
a
in.
Russian
For
plot,
just
you
a
know.
moment. If
Look at that old
I
phone.
could
How
see the
charming.
scoreboard, I
Lovely.
think it looks...
Yes.
There you are, Yugoslavia rolling through.
Good evening, Yugoslavia. Could I have your votes, please?
I don't have it.
Yeah? Thank you very much.
This is a bit of a problem here now because I think Yugoslavia are in a bit of a sulk.
I don't have it. Oh,
She just
well,
said that she doesn't
then.
have the vote. Maybe the jury won't give her the votes.
Yes, I'm here.
Ah, there she is.
Yes, Yugoslavia, I can hear
I'm
you.
calling Dublin. Belgrade calling Dublin. Do you hear me?
Yes, can
We
you hear
hear
me?
you.
Here are the results of the Yugoslav jury.
Carry
Thank
on,
you.
carry on, girl.
Hello, Dublin.
Hello, hello.
Okay.
Fine, thank you.
Here are the results of the
The
Yugoslav
miracle
jury.
of television.
Greece, 1 point.
Greece,
Okay,
1
is it
point.
gonna work from now on?
Grèce, 1 point.
Germany,
Oh, it's such a classic. Like, there's so many
Germany,
wonderful
2
aspects of
points.
old Eurovision voting.
Almagne,
Make sure, like, for future watch-alongs, if someone wants to, you know, be responsible for just checking, like, the standout moments of the voting sessions that we need to watch together, because I don't want to watch the whole voting session from real life together, because it's so long, and we have our own voting session, of course, but, like, these standout moments, these classic parts, if someone knows them beforehand, just mention them when we do the watch-along, so I won't miss them. That would be heavily appreciated. And like the first part, I completely forgotten, like the fact that the Austrian juror just started with the 5 points, and Mr. Neff just goes in there. I don't understand why you start with 5. What are you, stupid? Mr. Neff not approve. Anyway, Darren still hasn't sent me a message that the voting is, you know, finally counted and whatnot. So we'll stick with watching the Yugoslav votes here.
United Kingdom,
Ooh.
10 points.
Good mark for the United Kingdom.
United
Brilliant.
Kingdom.
Mark. Terry's satisfied with that.
Royaume-Uni, 10
I
points.
can do that for you. Thank you very much, Ellen. I'd appreciate that.
Switzerland gets the... Eh?
Switzerland,
I thought she said Finland, and I was like, there's no way they just gave 12 points to Reggae. Okay, surely you heard what I heard.
Level with
Listen,
10 points. Royaume-Uni,
it sounds like she says Finland.
Switzerland,
Oh no, it's actually
Switzerland gets the... Eh?
Switzerland, 12
It
points.
didn't sound like she said
Switzerland gets the
Finland.
top mark.
I just have bad hearing. Okay, anyway, I first thought like Finland 12 points. I was like Reggae, okay, getting 12 points from Yugoslavia. Harold the Dutch guy says last 2 juries, please. What happens in the last 2 juries? Because Darren just sent me the votes. Is there something we should watch on the last 2 juries? What would that be? Is it just like the excitement of the voting taking place? Mr. Neff has something to say here.
Sorry, could you hold on a second? We have a slight problem with the counting.
Yeah. Can I ask you in the Netherlands, please, to hold on for 1 moment? Because
There's a
we
lot
have
of
small
issues in the
problem
voting here.
At the scoreboard. We'll be back with you in just a moment.
Gets very hairy at the old scoreboard here on the Eurovision Song Contest. Frank Neff totting up there.
Okay,
It's correct. You can proceed.
fine. If I
Can
can come back to
proceed.
you again, Netherlands.
yes, here we are. Switzerland, 1 point.
Okay,
Switzerland.
Netherlands.
1
Oh, it's a long time left.
Means the 8 over the United
Just to
Kingdom
have
with
a look at
96.
Scoreboard.
marks
Evening,
for the United
Portugal.
Kingdom.
Could I have your
Portugal.
points.
This is a lot of skipping here.
First set of full marks, which I must say, I think they deserve it.
12 points.
But again, the marks have been quite extraordinary.
I just heard Cyprus 12 points, and I wonder what country could have just given the votes, right? Which one do you want to guess? What are we guessing? Who gave Cyprus 12 points? You know? Okay, so the Cypriot votes there. Will Greece get a 12?
Germany,
Drawing level
8
with the United
points.
Kingdom.
Allemagne, 8 points.
Switzerland, 10 points.
Second best mark to Switzerland. And that
10
means they've
points.
come up level with the United Kingdom and Germany. Who's going to get the
10
top mark?
points.
And Ireland,
Ireland get the top mark.
Cyprus, I notice you're debuting this year, and you did not get the memo. No 12 to Greece. Okay. Okay. All right then. Okay, so someone told me we should watch the final two jurors, so let's do that. Darren has confirmed the voting, so we'll get to that very soon, but I think this is just going to take a few minutes. We're on to Switzerland here then, in the voting.
Bonsoir Dublin, ici Brem. Voici les résultats du jury suisse. Irlande, 1 point.
You see, 1 point for Ireland.
Irlande, 1 point.
Terry can't
Norway
believe
still
it.
hasn't got a point.
Oh yeah, Norway's still on 0. Wow.
Espagne, 2 points.
Espagne, 2 points. Spain, 2 points.
Chypre, 3 points.
Chypre, 3 points. Cyprus, 3 points.
Israël, 4 points.
Israël, 4 points. Israel, 4 points.
Finlande, 5 points.
Finlande, 5 points.
Reggae okay, not doing
Finland,
too bad here, you know.
5
They're up on
points.
21 points here.
Luxembourg, 6 points.
Luxembourg, 6 points. Luxembourg,
Someone in the audience
6
was very
points.
ecstatic about that.
Grèce, 7 points.
Grèce, 7 points.
So obviously, as you can see on the
Greece,
scoreboard right now,
7
Germany,
points.
the UK and Switzerland are all on 120 points.
Royaume-Uni, 8 points.
8 points to the
United
United Kingdom.
Kingdom, 8 points.
It's really close.
Yougoslavie,
Very close.
10 points.
Hopefully our
10
voting
points
will
for
be equally
Yugoslavia.
close, right?
Yugoslavie,
Yugoslavia with a
10
10 there out of nowhere.
Yugoslavia, 10 points.
Who's going to get the big 12?
And France with the 12.
And that really
Nothing
has
for
thrown
Germany or
4 points.
Switzerland.
12 points.
Heavens above.
12
Heavens
That's
above.
115 to them. The United Kingdom is in the lead by 8 points. 128.
That is kinda
Jean-Claude
crazy.
There on your screens, the French singer with Humanahum.
That is
He
really
took an
crazy,
early
honestly.
lead and then slipped
Now
out, but
we've
is
come
coming
to
back
our
again.
last jury of the evening,
Last
and
jury, it's all
the
resting
Swedish
with the
jury.
Swedish
It's
jury.
resting on
Good
Sweden.
evening, Sweden. Could I
We're
have your
sorry,
vote,
Europe.
please?
Sweden usually mess up the voting, you know. I will never forgive my own country for 2003. We really
1
ruined it
point to
for everyone.
Switzerland. Disappointing mark.
Switzerland only
1
one.
point.
They're out of
They're
it
out
there.
of it then.
Austria, 2 points.
Austria, 2 points.
Still
Autriche,
finishing behind Reggae
2
okay.
points.
Israel, 3 points.
Israël, 3 points. Israël, 3 points.
Denmark, 4 points.
Denmark,
Sweden know what's up, voting for
4
Tommy.
points. Denmark, 4 points.
There was one Dane in the audience we heard there.
Tremendous tension here.
Luxembourg, 5 points. Luxembourg, 5 points.
Damn you, Sweden, for 2003. Indeed. Indeed.
Finland, 6 points. Finlande, 6 points.
Swedes were into the Reggae.
7 points.
Ireland, 7 points. Irlande, 7 points.
Host country has scored very well. That's
Oh,
it.
there it
United
is.
Kingdom.
Yeah.
United Kingdom, 8 points.
That's it. I don't think they can be caught.
Royaume-Uni, 8 points.
In fact,
Don't
I'm
think
sure
they
they
can be caught? No, that's true.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that vote. Could you repeat your
10
last vote,
points to
please?
France.
10 points.
France,
Wait, did
10
did
points.
Turkey
Kingdom
get
have done
0 points this year?
Box Fizz.
Germany, 12 points.
Well,
12 points to
Allemagne,
Germany.
12 points.
And they're going to be in second place. They're going to be in second place.
Thank you very much for your
in
vote.
third
No,
place is France
no
with
count.
125, but you can see it flashing. The United Kingdom have done it again. Heavens Evans has done it again, but making your mind up. Another win.
Where are they? Why are the camera not on the UK? Oh, there they are.
4 points.
Now, happy for you, Bucks Fizz, but of course, the real title that you want, scoreboard must be wrong, Turkey did get points. That's kind of weird, because they were on 0 there on the scoreboard. You know, Bucks Fizz, happy to see you celebrating back in 1981. However, now we will find out, are you going to win the real, like the important vote, which is of course our community vote, and that is of course the most important one. Now first we'll listen to Mr. Smith to see what he has to say about tonight's voting session.
Good evening, Groot. I can confirm that we have a result for Grootyvision 1981. Tonight, another new record, 263 people have voted. We've had 13 new voters. They came from Spain, Greece, 2 from the Netherlands, Norway, 2 from Portugal, 1 from Slovakia, 4 from the United Kingdom, and 1 from the United States. We've had 193 people leave their -3s, and we've also had 108 people predict, which is the most predictions we've ever had in a watch-along. So with that, it's now time to go Grooty.
Then we should do exactly that. Slovakia is a cool little country to get a new voter from here. But 263? What was the previous record? I've forgotten. But like, that is... Do you know how many points are gonna be in the televote here? Like, we're getting to numbers now that are just... Grooty's Mr. Worldwide? We're certainly getting there. I'm feeling like Pitbull over here. Okay, so the interactive scoreboard is ready and good to go. Now I'll just switch over to this little screen, and then I need to 255 last week. Okay, that's I didn't think it was that many last time. I thought it was something on... No, wait, you're actually right. But still, we're breaking records every time. Remember when we had a 200 voter limit? Yes, exactly. We've had that as well, of course. There we are. The scoreboard is ready to go. And we got 100 people in the jury vote and then a huge televote to give out as well. Let's see what the results will be in our voting tonight. Let's start with the first voter. And the first voter tonight is Brian T. 1980. And these are the first points of tonight's voting session. We got Switzerland with an 8. We have Israel with a 10. And we have Portugal with the first 12 of the evening. Portugal taking the lead here early on. We'll see if they'll keep it, as Peter, Sue, Mark, and Joe is the next juror to vote here. Jury number 2. And these are the points. Germany getting a 10 over there. And the 12 going to Switzerland this time. Up in the lead, Switzerland go now. Portugal in second and Germany in third. Stop the count, Elendil says. Felipe, jury number 3 here. Greece and Cyprus off the mark there at the bottom. We have 8 points to Switzerland. A 10 for Portugal, which means we have a tie for the lead. Also a tie for third place now, as Germany overtake them. Up on 23 points there with a 12. And we're moving on to Maria. 12 points to my third favorite ESC entry ever. And if you've seen how vocal Maria has been over on Discord, you know that this song is from a certain country where they drink red wine and eat a lot of baguette. France gets the 12 to go up on 25 points there and up into 4th place. We have 12 points from Micronesia. And Norway is, of course, just like you said, Dennis, they're already not on 0. So congratulations, Norway, on that. You did better here than in real life. We have 10 points to Switzerland here, and a 12 going to France again, and France is up on 3rd. There we are. Okay, jury number 6, Yafil. And these are the first points from Yafil. We have 8 points for Germany, still at the top there. A 10 for Switzerland, overtaking Germany with that on a tiebreaker. And a 12 to the UK, going up to 6th place there. Okay, then we got not the Belarusian jury up next. First points here. Austria still on 0, only one to not score anything yet. 8 points to Switzerland there. A 10 for Germany, who go back in the lead again. And the 12 to Greece, going up into the top 5 there. Tied with Denmark, just ahead of the UK. Humanahum is the next juror here. Some points for the low and scoring songs there. 8 points for Switzerland. A 10 going to Denmark to go up in the top 5 there. And a 12 from Humanahum to Germany, who are up in the lead there again now. Okay then. Chippewa Valley Urbanist, jury number 9. Austria still on 0. Cyprus making moves there with a 7. 8 points to the UK. A 10 for Switzerland. It's definitely looking between those two right now. And a 12 for Israel, overtaking Ireland there. And Germany and Switzerland are pulling a gap to the rest of the field for sure so far. Per from Sweden is the 10th juror. We're still super early on, of course. Austria off the mark. Lovely to see everyone scoring points, of course. 8 points to Norway there. A 10 for Sweden. And a 12 for Portugal. Up to 3rd place Portugal go. And the top 2, neither getting anything there. So closes up the scoreboard a little bit as Biti Zdravkovski is the next one to vote. Switzerland back up in the lead. Denmark with an 8-pointer there. 10 points to Portugal. Catching up to the top 2 here now. And Germany with a 12 to go back up in the lead there. Still early doors. Next voter is Dom Sebastião. First time in the jury. Welcome to the jury, Dom Sebastião. Happy to have you with us. And these are your first points. France going up to 4th there. A 10 for Denmark to take back 4th. And the 12 to Portugal. And now it's looking like a 3-horse race. But of course it's still too early to say, definitely. We've got Jaglin, 43, as the next voter here. Switzerland up in the lead now again. Moving around a lot there, the top few songs. Germany with an 8, 10 points to Greece there. And the 12 to Belgium. Kind of separating the top half from the bottom half there with Belgium's 12. Mario Blue. Is that a little Germany reference perhaps? I have some movement on the right side of the scoreboard there from the first points. 8 points to Denmark. A 10 for Switzerland. First song to reach 100. But Germany also reached 100 with getting even more points. So 12 points to Germany. And in the lead it is again. And both of them, Germany and Switzerland, are kind of pulling away from Portugal again. C'est peut-être paladurit. Thank you for giving me a French title that I can't pronounce. So yes. We've got 10 points for Denmark. And a 12 for Portugal. Denmark and Portugal doing the switcheroos as well here. Let's see. Next up to vote is Kitty. And Kitty votes for these songs. Some lower points for the top 2 at the moment there, which could close up the scoreboard, of course. 8 points to the UK. A 10 for Reggae OK in Très Intéressant. And a 12 to Playback, who is up in 2nd now then. Overtaking Switzerland and into the hundreds. Wagikarp, next voter. Cyprus making some moves there. 8 points to Switzerland. 10 points to Germany. And the 12 going to Portugal. So Portugal back up in 2nd again. Greece is too low. It should be 1st. Well, I could potentially agree. But Greece is still in the mix for a top 5. That's what I'm hoping for. But obviously there are so many good songs this year. So I can't really fault, anything that's in the top 5 for me. Nick's here with a 10-pointer for Belgium and a 12-pointer for Switzerland. So back up into 2nd, Switzerland go. Germany, Switzerland, Portugal, Denmark and France, our current top 5. Eric Vision is the next voter. We have 8 more points for France there. A 10 going to the UK. And a 12 to Denmark. Denmark hanging in there, definitely. Doing well, up very close behind the top 3 as well. Could get into the mix. Next up is My Mind Is Made Up. Well, happy to hear it. We've got some countries switching places at the bottom of the scoreboard there. We have a 10 for Denmark and a 12 for the UK. Up in the top 5, the UK go, pushing down France into 6th there. And next voter will be C'est peut-être Tony Johansson. I can say the last part there. Thank you very much, Tony, for the wonderful name. We've got 8 points for Denmark there, who are now tied with Portugal. There we are, 10 points to Germany. And a 12 for Switzerland. Très intéressant. Ivanic Punk is the next voter. These are the lower points. Some of them on the right side there. Some of the songs on the right side definitely catching up to the songs at the bottom of the left. We have a 10-pointer for Greece there, and a 12 to Portugal. The battle at the top is definitely feisty. We're 22 voters in, and it's very close up there. Addy Star from Norway, next to vote. I just really like when no one is running away with it. That just sparks the excitement, of course. Denmark with 8 points here. 10 points for Germany. And the 12 going to Belgium. Look at Addy Star voting for every song that's currently in the top 10 of the scoreboard. Belgium with the 12 there to go up in 8th. We got Megan's Hair voting next. And these are the lower points. Yugoslavia overtaking Ireland there to go to the top half. Portugal with 8 points. 10 points for Denmark there. And a 12 going to Germany, who are making the gap a little bit larger there. Next up is Moroscopes, which is a wonderful, cheeky little name. I like it. I do appreciate that. We've got an 8-pointer for Germany from Moro. A 10-pointer for Switzerland, going up to second there. And a 12 to Greece. Is that the first 12 to Greece? Could be. Could be. Up on 90 points now. Mark Dowd of the Eurobliss podcast is jury number 26. And these are the first points. 8 points to France there, a 10 for Switzerland, and the 12 going to Greece again. Okay, Greece racking up some 12s here now. A little bit of a comeback maybe taking place. We'll see. Keith up next. 6 more points for Greece there. Also some points for Cyprus there, overtaking Finland. We've got 8 points for Switzerland. 10 points for Israel. And 12 points for Portugal. It is some very unpredictable voting so far. Many songs still in it, of course, and will stay in it for quite a while, I'd assume. Zuna here puts France back up in the top 5. We've got Greece with 8 points, 10 points for Switzerland, and the 12 going to Germany there. 18 points ahead of Switzerland now. Switzerland still in second, Portugal in third, Denmark and France in the top 5 as Boona Jongen. First time voter from the Netherlands here. Happy to have you with us, Boona Jongen. We've got some points to the Netherlands there as well. Some points for the UK to go back up in the top 5. And a 12 for Germany, who are looking good right now. 220 points in total for Germany. As we move on to Moni Moni Missi Lissi. How cheeky. How wonderful. Yugoslavia back to the top half there from those points. 8 points for Greece. 10 points for Switzerland. And the 12 from Moni Moni Missi Lissi goes to Playback. And nothing for Germany, which makes the scoreboard closer again. Oh, lovely. Groot's Grandma, next voter up here. 31st juror. 8 more points for Switzerland. Very close at the top now. 10 points for Greece there. And the 12 to Germany. So Germany extending the gap just a tad again. The battle for the top 5 is heating up as well. Israel is a bit far behind now. Like Israel and Belgium on their own in the battle for 8th there. But Greece in 7th, up towards Denmark in 4th, I guess. They're quite close to each other. Iosenza Luis with a 10-pointer for Germany. And yeah, 12 to Switzerland. With the reference in the name, one could assume that. Germany doing well, 63% on the maximum possible points so far. That's good. I think that's pretty good. AJ from Northern Ireland is the next voter here. 8 points for Ireland there. 10 points for Portugal. And the 12 going to Germany. Extending the gap even more now. We've got some songs not scoring a lot of points. Norway still in last place here now. Trust your Eurovision for making your mind up. A cheeky little reference here. We'll see if the UK gets some points as well. We got a 10 for France there. Up in the top 5 it goes as well. And the 12 to the UK to push France back down. So the UK, 5th at the moment. France just behind it. And Greece has lost touch just a slightly again. Simon, next one to vote. No movement from the first points coming in there. 8 points to Germany. 10 for the UK, catching up on Denmark now. And the 12 to Denmark to put that gap up a little bit again. 20 points between 4th and 5th. Next voter is Ellen is a Sheba stan. We know that, Ellen. We know that. We know where the 12 is going as well. And Ireland are needing that 12 to kind of run away a bit from Yugoslavia and Sweden there. A 10 for Playback. Portugal in 3rd there still. And Ireland with a 12. a little on their own in 10th place at the moment, for sure. We got Terre Delda, which is a France reference, clearly. Some lower points there. We got an 8 for Portugal, a 10 for Germany. Could France get the 12 there then? They do indeed. 15 points between the UK and France in that top 5 battle. As Wenn bist. How cheeky. How lovely. What a name. Well, see, we got 8 points for Denmark here from Darren. 10 points to Portugal. And Darren's 12 going to Belgium. How wonderful. Belgium up in 8th place there with their very effective tune. Samson with the choreography. Fångad i den dröm. That is good. I approve. Good name. Very cheeky. Very, very cheeky. 10 points to Austria there. Austria was far down. I think Austria deserved that 10 there. And Switzerland with a 12, while Germany got nothing, which closes up the battle at the top again. Robin from France, 40th juror. Israel and Belgium having a proper ding-dong there for 8th. 8 points to Denmark, a 10 for Germany. And the 12 going to France, very close behind the UK again. That's wonderful. Battles all around the scoreboard. Except for Ireland. They're just on their own, you know. Johnny, first time in the jury for Johnny from Denmark here. We got 8 points to Denmark as well. 10 points to Germany. And the 12 going to Israel. To kind of run away a little bit there against Belgium. Let's see, Toipa eller ej, which is a cheeky little Denmark reference name here. I like it. We got 8 points to Austria, a 10 for Greece there from Toipa, and a 12 for Germany. And now, Germany are looking good. 41 points. No, I can't even count. Almost 40 points ahead of Switzerland. Achilles thinks that reggae is okay. Well, clearly, Finland now overtaking Spain down there. Cyprus overtaking Sweden. 10 points to Norway, overtaking both Spain and Turkey. And Switzerland with the 12. There we are. I always forget to account for our love for Tommy when I predict. Tommy's doing well. He usually does. The most important thing, though, is that he does in 1993, of course. In my opinion. Minding your makeup. That is actually very cheap. Okay, I actually love that name. That is funny. 12 to Germany there. That's actually quite clever. Good stuff. Minding your makeup. Oh, okay. Wonderful. Kenny C, next voter here. 8 points to Denmark. 10 points to Germany. And the 12 to Greece. Greece is very much in that. Like, this top 5 battle is going to be an interesting one. The UK, France, and Greece are close together. We'll see who's going to come out on top in that. Rikus the Possum, next name here, we got, or next voter here. Ireland now up in the hundreds with a 10 there. And Luxembourg with a 12. Wonderful. First 12 for Luxembourg, I believe, overtaking Sweden there for 13th place. John is blue in America with a Lala counter of only 1 tonight. Did we only really have 1 Lala song? Which one was that? Fill in the gap for me. I'm not sure. 10 points for Portugal and a 12 for Germany. I have a feeling like... But Spain was like a na-na-na, wasn't it? And Monica was a money, money, money. Speaking of Monica, we got money, 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 cat. Cheeky. 10 points to France there. And a 12 to Switzerland. Israel was the La-La song. Okay. Is it the Lila part? Maybe. Runar okay. Austria making some moves there with a 5. We got 8 points to Portugal. 10 points to Switzerland. 30 points between the top 2 now. And a 12 for France. This is France now up in the top 5 again. I love the excitement of this, honestly. 50th juror now. We're halfway through the jury vote. Huge televote coming in, of course. You know. Lucy Blue is gonna vote for Humanahum. Spoiling it. 10 points. Where does the 12 go, though? To Germany. It's going well for Germany. 35 points ahead of Switzerland. A further 35 ahead of Portugal. Stanson. Good stuff. Good stuff. Lovely. 8 points to Belgium there. A 10 for the UK. And the 12 for Germany. Germany with a 12. Okay, more than halfway through the jury voting. Lord Nibor. With Turkey moving 2 places there with only getting a 1-pointer. But that's sometimes how close it is. France with 8. 10 points to Portugal. And the 12 to Switzerland. 35 points between them up there. Next one. Dr. Segers horoscope fångad i en dröm. How wonderful. Alright then. 8 points to Switzerland. 10 points to Germany, up on 400 there. And a 12 to Israel, overtaking Belgium again. They keep staying just together, you know. Zimena, first time voter. Happy to have you with us, Zimena. Let's see what your favorite song was from tonight's very strong competition. Switzerland with an 8, the UK with a 10, but your favorite was Yugoslavia. Nice one. Could be the first 12 for Yugoslavia tonight, I think. Definitely gonna reach over 100 points here in the jury vote. It's gonna happen pretty soon, I'd assume. Still in 11th place there for Yugoslavia. Annie next to vote. 8 points to Portugal there. 10 points to Germany. And the 12 going to France. France is kind of cementing that top 5 place now. 17 points ahead of the UK, a further 16 ahead of Greece, and then, you know, Israel a further 70 behind. TWZan underscore Belgi 68, first time voter. Happy to have you with us, TWZan underscore Belgi 68. And your 12 goes to Switzerland. 28 points between the top 2. Switzerland are edging closer. Portugal definitely quite far behind now. They're kind of cementing that 3rd place, I would say. Nikad u Zivotu. Sure, I definitely pronounced that correctly. 10 points to Germany there. And the 12 going to Norway, making 2 places there on the right side. Alright then. CJ Yorkshire will be our next voter. A lot of songs on the right side of the scoreboard getting points there. Closing up the field quite a lot. 8 points to Germany. A 10 for Greece, who are overtaking the UK. Look at that. Never mind, the UK going back up ahead with the 12 there. And France getting nothing, so that... And Denmark is not that far ahead. I think Portugal is looking quite safe for the moment in getting into the top 5, of course. Switzerland, Germany, they're kind of cemented there, I would say already. XTN Essence, a lot of points on the right side of the scoreboard there. The big 12, though, going to Switzerland. Very much in it. Very high scoring this year. Yep, the top songs are getting a lot of points. I feel like the bottom half are not getting that many points. They're getting either low or nothing, and then pretty much everyone votes for Germany and Switzerland, so they're scoring very high. ESC Fan BG, another case of that. The 10 and 12 going to Switzerland and Germany there. The battle for last is also exciting. Yeah, it is. I can't believe Turkey is in last place. I don't think that's fair. Okay, Jeffrey sorted that out. Spain lost as well, but yeah, it like any of them down there could really finish lost at this point. It's very close. France with a 10 here from Jeffrey and a 12 to Germany. We also have a tie for 6th now. The UK and Greece tied for 6th. Denmark and France are not that far ahead in that top 5 battle. Greece overtaking the UK by 1 point from Steve's votes. The UK gets an 8th though. 10 points to Denmark. And the 12 to Switzerland. 23 points now between the top 2. Okie dokie. Yarata. Okay. With a 7-pointer for Finland there, going tied with Austria. 8 points to Germany. A 10 for Switzerland. And the 12 going to Denmark. Denmark very close to Portugal now. It's shifting very, very fast. Portugal has not scored that much lately. Elibod 1, as classy as he was in 1961. I don't remember what happened in 1961, but thank you, Elibod. Happy to have you with us here in the voting again. Some points for Turkey and for Denmark, but the 12 going to Luxembourg. Oh, Jean-Claude is as classy as he was in 61. I'm slow sometimes. But a 12-pointer for Luxembourg puts him very close to the songs above him, of course. Victor de l'Amérique which is a Luxembourg reference. I can get that much. And Luxembourg there with a 10, gotten 22 points out of 2 sets of votes here lately now. And Belgium with a 12, still in 8th place, very far behind Greece in 7th, honestly. But still, a 12 is a 12. Sam 99-10. Turkey making moves now. They're making a lot of moves up the scoreboard. Sweden getting into the hundreds along with Luxembourg and Yugoslavia there. 10 points to Belgium. And the UK with a 12. Only 9 points behind France. And then next voter is Dominic. And these are Dominic's first points. Luxembourg up to 11th there. 8 points to Germany. A 10 for Austria, moving 2 places there. And the 12 to Greece. Closing up the battle for 5th again. Ay, ay, ay. Hari Matahari Lejla. Oh, can't wait for 2006 Watchalong. That's going to happen in, well, whenever. I love Lejla by Hari Matahari. I really do. Anyway, 10 points to Yugoslavia here. And a 12 to Denmark. And look at that. Denmark only 11 points behind Portugal. The battle for 3rd has definitely opened up. Gerard Vietnam, first time voter. Happy to have you with us, Gerard Vietnam. We've got 8 points from you to Germany. A 10 for Netherlands, they needed that to overtake Reggae OK. And a 12 to Switzerland. Who's gonna win this? Like, Germany has been leading for majority of the voting for sure, but they've never been that far ahead. Rodmorg challenges Groot to guess his top 3. I have no idea. Portugal's not in it. Netherlands? Okay, I would have never expected that. Greece? Okay, I approve. And a 12 to Austria. Très intéressant, Rodmorg. You're not very satisfied with our current top 4, I can tell. Look at, though, UK, France and Greece separated by, well, after Sama's points here, 7 points in a battle for top 5. That's crazy. Germany with 8 points, Denmark with a 10, and Sama gives 12 points to Switzerland. The battle for the top 5 is really like, oh, that's going to be so exciting to see who's going to get that place. Elendil made his mind up. We're happy you did, Elendil. France is now up in 5th. Greece is up in 6th. They're so close together. 10 points to Germany. And the 12 from Elendil goes to Portugal. And Portugal is only 101 points behind Switzerland. Portugal is not that far ahead of Denmark still, you know. Science Vandalay, the anti-horoscope. Okay. Sure. I'm guessing Ireland are not getting any points from David here. 10 points to Greece. Look at Greece and France. Like this together. Portugal with a 12. The UK, of course, not far behind France and Greece either. Crazy. 27 jurors to go. Paracelsa from Switzerland. First one up. Norway overtaking the Netherlands there on the right side. 8 points to Germany. 10 points to Denmark. And the 12 to Netherlands. Alrighty, righty-roo. Look at France, Greece and the UK. 5 points between 3 songs in a battle for the top 5. There's one place for them, you know? Unless someone else gets dragged into the mix. Jair Simoni, 8 points to the UK, put them tied with France. A 10-pointer for Luxembourg there, overtaking Cyprus. And a 12-pointer for Israel, up on 200 points there now. Alright, Julius, next to vote. Lower points there, the UK and France both scoring low. UK currently ahead then. Germany with 8. Switzerland with a 10. Where does the 12 go here? To Greece, overtaking both of them. Now Greece is the one in the top 5. 4 points ahead of the UK and 6 ahead of France. Silla Blue Silla. Like, just look at that. 340, 339, 338. Crazy. 10 points to Switzerland there from Silla Blue Silla. And a 12 to Germany. The battle for the top 5. 1 point between 5th and 6th and 6th and 7th. That is mad. 78 jurors in. Greece getting 3 more points there. We've got a lot of movement on the right side there. Cyprus with an 8 to go up in 12th. 10 points to the UK. Now they're up in 5th. And a 12 for Germany, who are definitely looking good to win the jury vote for sure. But things can change very, very quickly. You know that. I don't know how to pronounce this. Eusethiophile. I'm going with that. Sure. Cyprus up in 11th there with an 8-pointer. 10 points to Germany. And the 12 going to Switzerland. France has fallen a bit behind now, behind the UK and Greece. But, you know, that can shift very quickly again, of course. Dude mit dem Hut from Austria is our next voter. We've got Sweden making a few positions there. 8 points to Belgium. 10 points to Cyprus. Up to 11th again they go. And the 12 going to Portugal. Portugal were actually momentarily tied with Denmark there for third. But putting themselves 12 points ahead there now. Mary plays the game. Gotta play it rough. I don't know what that... Is that a reference to something? Maybe. I don't know. Greece is up in the top 5 again. 10 points to Denmark there. And the 12 to Portugal. And nothing for Germany. Alright. Alright. Alex is typing from Singapore. Next voter here. The UK back up ahead of Greece by 2 points. Cyprus with an 8. 10 points to Switzerland. And the 12 from Alex is typing to Portugal. Okay then. Mary Blue, first time in jury. Happy to have you with us in the jury, Mary Blue. See if the UK gets some points here. Greece is up in the top 5 again. Ireland with 8 points there. 10 points to Luxembourg, moving up to 12th. And the 12 going to Germany indeed. 47 points now ahead. Andy, 81 was a great year for Charlie Garcia. I'm sure I'm probably supposed to know who that is. I don't know. I don't know. Andy has to be very, very obvious with me for me to understand it. We got a 12 for Portugal though, and that puts Portugal in a good position to kind of cement that third again. 461 points now for Portugal. Very far behind the top 2, of course. Vitali from the Ukraine with an 8-pointer for Denmark. 10-pointer for Israel. And a 12 going to Luxembourg there. Luxembourg now tied with Cyprus in 11th. They're not that far behind Ireland, actually. Ireland has just been chilling in 10th the entire thing. David Punsalan from America with a 10-pointer for Portugal here. And a 12 to Greece, who are back up in the top 5 then. 8 points ahead of France and 19 points ahead of the UK, and a hell of a lot of points ahead of Belgium in 8th. Teacup, next voter. Spain has now overtaken Reggae OK at the bottom of the scoreboard. 8 points to Portugal, another 10 for Greece, and a 12 for France. Charlie Garcia is an Argentinian singer-songwriter and rock star. He made hit after hit. Well, I'm not sure why Andy expected me to know him, but I'll take a look. Babatunde loves Samson and Gert. Okay. 6 points to Samson though. A 12-pointer for Greece. Is Greece starting to catch Denmark? The jury vote still has 12 voters in, you know? The jury still has 12 voters in it. Netherlands is up on 100 now as well. We got 8 more points for France. A 10-pointer for Germany. And a 12 from Adi 025 to Portugal. Up on 495. Next voter, Blue Johnny D. Io senza Svizzera. Yes. Some Switzerland and Germany references here. Our current top 2, of course. 10 points to Germany. And the 12 to Switzerland. Samson and Gert is a really famous TV show in Belgium for children. I learned so much about like various countries all over when I just by reading all of your names, and then you explain them to me. I'll probably forget the information I'm provided with. If I was younger, everything would just be stacked in here, but the mind is not comprehending everything anymore. Gucci Galaxy here with a 12 for Germany. We also had Israel overtaking Belgium for 8th there. Next up is Spoody. Happy birthday, Spoody. I already said it once, but I'll say it again. And you just put France 1 point ahead of Greece in the top 5 battle. Belgium with a 10 to go up in 8th again. And a 12 to Sweden. Up into 12th place it goes. And the top 2 not getting anything there either. ESC Pontus was making his mind up what to vote for. And this is what you came up with. Greece is back up in the top 5. 8 points to Portugal. 10 points to Germany, and the 12 from Pontus to the UK, closing in again. Denmark, could Denmark fall into the clutches? I've been saying it so many times, but they're not, you know, they're not safe yet. The other Das from Cornwall with an 8-pointer for Turkey, which means they're also up in the hundreds now. 10 points for Denmark. They needed that, I would say. And a 12 for Cyprus. All right, Cyprus only 4 points behind Ireland now. France up in the top 5 again. We got Sabani B, first-time voter. Happy to have you with us, Sabani B. Let's see where your points go. Some for the lower-scoring songs. 8 points to the UK, so close again to the top 5 now. A 10 for Switzerland. And a 12 for Germany. 9 points between our 5th and 7th place, and we only have 5 jurors to go. Elf Gifu, first-time voter as well. Happy to have you with us as well, Elf Gifu. A lot of new voters today, of course. Greece with an 8. They're up in the top 5 again. 10 points to Israel. And the 12 to Portugal. Portugal has confirmed a 3rd place, I would say, in the jury vote here. But that's not the finishing result, of course. Zanoni from America. With the first points coming in there. We got an 8-pointer for Israel. A 10 for Turkey, overtaking Austria. And the 12 for France, who are now up in the top 5. It's crazy. Who's gonna get that top 5 place? Get your predictions in. Biedronka, first-time juror in a Eurovision Watchalong. Nice to have you here, Biedronka. With an 8-pointer for Germany. A 10-pointer for France. And a 12-pointer for the UK. They're all in it. 2 jurors to go. 2 jurors to go. We got Jørgen Wenn first. These are the points from Jørgen Wenn. Finland overtaking Norway here towards the end. 8 points to Yugoslavia. 10 points to Greece. And the 12 to Germany. Okay then. So Germany has definitely won the jury vote, of course. Switzerland's got in 2nd. Portugal 3rd. Denmark 4th. France is going to get 5th because I know what my votes look like. But it's going to be close. These are my points here. Making one final switch on the scoreboard, putting Austria above the Netherlands. And then my 12 going to Germany as well, you know. And this is the final standings after the entire jury vote. We've got some things to pay extra close attention to. The thing is now, we have 163 people making up the televote. So everything we're seeing in front of us now could definitely just be completely irrelevant. Because the televote are going to be massive scores. They really are. And, you know, anything can happen. Like, Norway could mathematically still win. Most likely, like a 99.9% chance that they won't, but they can. And we're going to start with Norway and just work our way up the scoreboard. I feel like sometimes I will have to pause, like when the televote results come in, because it's going to be such a huge switch around. I feel like it's going too quickly with the televote because it has such great impact now. Let's start with Norway. Do make sure that you now, just casually, when you see the jury results like this, just make a quick prediction on your own. Who's going to be in the top 5? I think Germany, Switzerland, and Portugal, they seem quite set in the top 5. But mathematically, anything can happen, really. But who do you think will be up in the top 5? Because this is going to be tricky, feeling. Like, I don't think anything from outside of the top 7 currently will be in there. Sorry, Israel and Belgium. You're having respectable scores. But I think the top 5 is a step too far for both of you to be able to reach. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Let's start by revealing the televote here. We're starting with Norway. And Norway will score 96 televote points. So that's, yeah. They're up on 172. We'll see if that will be enough to escape last place today. It's obviously 172 more than they got in real life. So Reggae OK with 100 televote points, which puts them 5 points ahead of Norway in total there. 5 points ahead of Norway. Not last place for Reggae OK. Spain up next then. And Spain gets 163. So Spain definitely finishing far ahead the what I can assume will be the bottom 2 of Finland and Norway. Sorry, Finland and Norway, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles, I suppose. Netherlands up next with 192. Puts them up on 300 in total. Very cool. 300 points in total for the Netherlands. That's a respectable score, I would say. Maybe they can overtake someone with that. We'll see what Austria will get here. Austria receiving 153, so they definitely get overtaken by the Netherlands. But they finish ahead of Spain. Next up to get their points is Turkey. Modern Folk Trio and Ayşegül with 198 televote points. Puts them ahead of the Netherlands there. So not losing any positions there for Turkey. Might even make positions depending on Yugoslavia's score here. Lejla will receive 175. That puts them 3 points ahead of Turkey. Very close between those two. But Yugoslavia just beat Turkey for maybe like a 15th or 14th or something like that. Luxembourg with 174. They did have enough of a jury score though to finish ahead of Yugoslavia and Turkey. So good for Luxembourg there. Sweden up next to get some points. 284. That's a good one for Sweden. They're up on 461. They might even overtake someone with that. That's a good televote score for Sweden. 11th in the jury vote was Cyprus. How many points in the televote? 255. That means they finished 2 points. 2 points ahead of Sweden in the end there. Could be enough for a top half finish depending on Ireland's score now. And Ireland will receive 329. So, nope, sorry Cyprus, you're not going to get top half. I highly doubt it. Ireland very far ahead, 80 points ahead in the end there. Belgium up next then. Belgium will receive 506 televote points. Now we're getting into the big scores. This is it. Oh, we're getting so close to like finding out who's going to be in the top 5. This is getting close. Belgium with a great score there. I don't think it's going to be enough, but still great. Israel gets just a bit more though, 517. How many points will be left for the final few songs? There are of course many people making up this televote, so the scores will be large. The UK up next then. 785? We're up on the 1200s. Surely that's a top 5 finish. That's such a huge score. 785, that's massive. I don't think Greece and France can top that. Greece... What? 848! Oh my... Who's gonna get that's... Wait. We're pausing. That is massive. Greece was on like 400 points and they just got 848 in one go. Oh my. And now it's down to France. How many points are left for France here? And then like Denmark or Portugal, they cannot get overtaken, you know. That's a huge score for Greece and for the UK. France next. 821. What's that gonna be? Oh my. Greece has overtaken France. Okay. But 821 is still a huge score. Greece has confirmed a place in the top 5. That is confirmed. How many points left for Denmark? 751. No way. No way. Denmark lost out on the top 5. Denmark lost the top 5. They've been 4th. I'm sorry, I'm overly ecstatic about this voting right now. Because Denmark has been in 4th place throughout the whole thing. And they lose it with the televote. France is up in the top 5. France has confirmed a top 5 finish at Tommy's expense. But could we have even more countries getting lower scores in the televote? Can Portugal lose out here? I don't know. That's what we're gonna find out. I can't believe this. This is throwing so many curveballs. I thought the UK score was gonna be enough for a top 5. Never mind, it's not going to be. Then I thought Greece just getting that huge score, overtaking France. And now also both Greece and France overtaking Denmark. How many points left in it for Portugal? This is crazy. Portugal up next. Okay, how many points? How many points? How many points? 926. Okay, we're in the big ones now. Denmark, I'm sorry, Tommy, but you've missed out on the top 5. Same thing for Bucks Fizz. Because Switzerland and Germany, they have such great scores already. Switzerland need more than 800 points to overtake Portugal here. Switzerland will get 976. Okay, we're up on 1,600 points here. We're up on 1,618 points. Germany will need more than 902 points. Can they get that? I think so, but we'll see. Germany will receive... What? That's a landslide. It ended up being a landslide. Oh my. 1,205 televote points. That is immense. Oh my. Wow. It's not close at the end. It's 304 points separating them. It looked close in the jury vote, but the televote just was dead set on Germany being the best one tonight. And Germany is the winner with a massive score. What a televote landslide there for Germany. Still, incredible result for Switzerland, of course, for Portugal, for Greece, for France. Very unlucky for Denmark, who looked so good throughout the whole voting session, was up in that 4th place throughout the whole thing, but lost it in the televote. Unfortunately for Denmark, UK looked like they could get into the top 5 as well, was very close to doing so, but did end up finishing in 7th. Obviously the top 7 so far ahead of the rest. Israel and Belgium kept having that ding-dong battle for 8th place. Israel ended up finishing ahead of Belgium. And then Ireland getting that top 10 finish to finish on the top half. Ahead of Cyprus and Sweden, super close together for 11th place. Luxembourg 13th, Yugoslavia just ahead of Turkey, just ahead of the Netherlands. Then Austria and Spain kind of on their own there, 17th, 18th. And Finland and Norway rounding out the scoreboard. And that is those are the end results of tonight's watch-along. 263 people have been a part of deciding this result. And I mean, if you're not satisfied with the result, well, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But 263 people, everyone's opinions has been added up, and these are the results that all of these people ended up going for. Let's take a look at the prediction results, shall we? 90 people out of 108 thought that Germany would win, and they did. We had 7 people predicting the UK, 5 people predicting Portugal, 4 people predicting Switzerland, and Switzerland of course finished 2nd, so both Portugal and the UK had more people predict them as the winner, and then Denmark and Greece had 1 each. But this is of course, all of these songs finished in the top 7. France, who finished in 5th, had no person predicting them to win, but yeah. You're all equally as good as Terry Wogan in predicting, I suppose. 90 people though, you're not all getting a shout out, I'm sorry, there are too many of you. I'm just scrolling through the list here. You all predicted Germany to win. 23 of you had Switzerland in 2nd. And here you are. 12 of you had Portugal in 3rd. Well done to all of you. And 3 of you also had Greece in 4th. Runar, Neapolitan numerals, and David. Well done to you 3. None of you had France in 5th. I wonder what you all had in 5th. But of course, these predictions, to just get the top 4 correct, don't give you any points. Well, they give you points, but not in the... Anyway, whatever. We're going to take a look at the top 10 predictors if you take the whole scoreboard. As you can see here, none of the people who predicted the top 4 correctly are on here. But they might be up in the top 3. Let's take a look. Who finished 3rd in the prediction game? Denske did. Like a regular, very strong predictor. This is honestly insane. Like, how can you be this good at predicting? Look how many countries are spot on in this prediction. Austria is the one that threw you off. And I mean, Austria lost out a bit in the televote there. But how do you get all of these correct? Like, the whole UK to Sweden area is spot on. How do you do that? The bottom 3 as well there. Turkey was correct. Germany was correct. But this is the impressive part. The UK, Israel, Belgium, Ireland, Cyprus, Sweden, all in the correct order. Well done. 2nd place in the prediction game, D. Dot. Classic, also a very strong predictor usually. A bit off here on France. Did not expect them to get into the top 5. I didn't either. And neither did any of the people who predicted the top 4 correctly, of course. Another very strong prediction. Also very spot on here from Belgium to Luxembourg. That part of the prediction scoreboard. But the winner of the 1981 predictions was Neapolitan Union. Do you see this score? That's an applause right there. Wow. Samson, Monica, Lejla, Johnny, Itu. Funny name. But this prediction, like this prediction is crazy strong. Well done. That's absolutely incredible. The entire 13th to 20th place is spot on. Israel and Belgium are spot on. The entire top 4 is spot on. Denmark and the UK, I mean France was, well, yeah, I mean Denmark losing out on the top 5 was obviously kind of unpredictable there towards the end. France just above Denmark and the UK, and Ireland just above Cyprus and Sweden. Those are the only changes. That's everything. Everything is correct. Like, Ireland finished above Cyprus and Sweden, and France finished above Denmark and the UK. Those are the only things you got wrong. That is incredible. well done to you, Neapolitan Unirolls. Applause, really. The prediction medal table. Denske is up here at the top still, of course. What did you add today? A third place, I think? Correct? Second win for Neapolitan Unirolls puts you up in 9th place here now. We also had D. getting a second place to put you up in 24th on the table. How do they do it? I have no idea. It is madly impressive. I've gotten a second place at some point. I have no idea how I ended up being up there because I'm terrible every time, I think. But still, Dancing Dodo here. You got your first top 5 finish on the predictions. Congratulations. That puts you up in 44th place on the medal table. And the first top 5 finish was Zamir. You've only had 3 predictions and you're already among the top 5 predictors in an edition. Well done to you. Going up into 53rd place there now for you, Zamir. Very well done. What a way to introduce yourself, right? Getting a top 5 finish on only 3 attempts when more than 100 people predict. And you were one of the 5 best on your 3rd attempt. That's a little applause for that as well, definitely. Let's also, of course, take a look at the total score table because Felipe is still winning this, obviously. I wonder if Felipe will ever lose this. But, I mean, Nix is there, AJ is there, Jacob is there, Andy is in there, Legal Maurice, AB45, Son of Mrs. Bava, Asterios, Proper Charlie, Moro, and D. You're all over 47,000 points. I'll mention Dr. Seger and Disco Daz as well because they're right behind and they can be seen on the screen. But Felipe, you're doing well. You keep doing well. And everyone, of course, like to be up towards the top of the total score, you basically need to have predicted in every single watch-along. So if you joined after the 1956 watch-along, it will be difficult for you to get up here. But you can still get up to the actual table where we count the wins and the actual medals. Okay, let's go back to the full results. Germany, 235 people out of 263 voted for Germany. 60.90% of the maximum possible points. Very strong score. Can we see it? Was there anyone who didn't get 12s? Spain and Finland. No 12s for them. Still, yeah. I mean, Norway got 2 12s, but they still finished last. So, sorry, Norway. And interestingly enough, Norway had votes from more people than Finland. And they had 2 12s. They had votes from more people, but they still finished behind. Très. Mycket intressant. Yeah. Anyway, final results there. As you can see, the UK, look at the amount of 12s for the UK. 29 of them. Was not enough for them to get into the top 5. France and Denmark with only 13 each, but they got there. Oh, well, Denmark didn't in the end. Quite interesting as well, actually, for this one, to take a look if the televote decided the results. Germany would have won, Switzerland 2nd, Portugal 3rd, Greece 4th, and France 5th. That's how it ended. The UK would have been above Denmark. Sweden would have been above Cyprus. Turkey and Netherlands would have been ahead of Yugoslavia, and Luxembourg would have lost out massively if only the televote decided. Austria and Spain would be the other way around. And of course, the jury results, we know how that went. Denmark being the big loser here, really. Austria lost 1 place as well. But other than that, not a lot of movement, actually. The jury results were pretty spot on, with the exception of Denmark and Greece just swapping places there, I suppose. Back to the total score here. We'll take a look at the 12-point summary. 56 12s for Germany. A lot of them. You can see all of those here. All of this will, of course, be published on the website as well, so you can take a look in detail if you want to. 44 12s to our 3rd-placed Portugal. A lot in the televote there. 38 of them for Switzerland. Also a lot of them in the televote, of course. A lot of people making up the televote, as you know. So 30 12s for Greece. And look, there's the difference. So many 12s for Greece in the televote. And that's what put them up in 4th in the end, I suppose. 30 12s in total. 29 12s for the UK. Also a lot of them in the televote, actually. Yeah. And then only 13 for Denmark and France each. I say only, but you know, considering the massive scores for the songs around, 13 does seem like a few. But yeah, 13 for Denmark and France each. 11 for Israel here. And then 8 for Belgium. And then 5 for Luxembourg here. We've got 3 each for Ireland, Yugoslavia, and the Netherlands. 2 each for Cyprus and Norway. And then 1 each for Austria, Sweden, and Turkey. And nothing for Finland and Spain, as previously mentioned. The medal table is what I'm interested in now. Germany, with another win, puts them up on 4 wins now. They're very close to catching Luxembourg. Could they catch Luxembourg in the next watch-along? We're watching 1982 next. I have a hunch Germany could do quite well in that watch-along. Will they catch Luxembourg in the next watch-along? Perhaps. France still there in 3rd place. They added a 5th place today, of course. Didn't change their place on the medal table, but there we are. Next up, we got Portugal, of course, adding a 3rd place there. Doesn't change their position either, but they're still in 9th. Switzerland got a 2nd place today, which puts them above Belgium and Austria, up into 15th here. And Greece, of course, getting their 2nd, 4th place, which puts them, well, I mean, they're still in 20th on the table here. Cyprus did not get onto the medal table with their first effort. We'll see how many attempts it will take them to get on there, or if they will join Malta with being without an appearance in the top 5. And of course, that's the end of today. We'll go back and I'll just recap very quickly that Germany, or well, I'll do the song titles, I suppose. Johnny Blue, Io Senza Te, Playback, Fegari Calocherino, Humanahum will join. Let's take a look. Wait, where do we have watch-along results? 1980. Will join. Yeah, close that reminder. Will join What's Another Year, Amsterdam, Theater, Bittercat Hob, and Grande Grande Amor in our next special final. But of course, there are 15 more songs to add into that list, and 1982 is the next year we will watch. Won't happen this week. I'm hoping that it can happen next week. Things are kind of overwhelming for me right now because there's a lot of things at work. The grading season is coming up on us. I'm also heavily working on my... let's actually just go back to the... can I get to the 1981 results? Maybe not. Oh, I can't. Anyway, I'm working heavily on my Christmas calendar for this year as well, because there are 25 videos that I need to create and schedule and plan out. So there will be one episode of my Christmas calendar this year as well, starting from December 1st to December 25th. If you want to watch those videos, I will not spoil the topic of them. I can spoil that it is Eurovision related this year. It wasn't last year. Maybe that could be, some people could be happy about that, some people could be sad about that, I don't know. But there will be a lot of videos. I'm working heavily on that. I'm working a lot at real life work, but I'm still hoping to get 1982 watch along in for the let's see, there we go, Darren has put it up. There we have the results again. I'm hoping to get the 1982 watch along in for next week, definitely. So please join me for that if you want to, of course. Thank you so much though for joining me tonight. This has been a wonderful evening. It's been tons of fun. It's been a wonderful show that we've watched. I love Eurovision 1981. And of course I will now play you off with our latest addition to our winners club in our watch along universe. Let me just find it. It was very early on in the running order, of course. Okay. Good night, everybody. Have a great one, and yeah, I'll see you whenever the time is again. Bye for now, and good night.
Blue, blue, blue Johnny Blue, alle singen deine Lieder. Blue, blue, blue Johnny Blue, und die ganze Welt hört zu. Wuchs auf ohne Freunde, denn keiner wollte spielen mit einem, der blind war wie Und saß meist zu Hause, die Jungen dort draußen, die riefen bloß hinter ihm her. Sie riefen Blue, Blue, Blue Johnny Blue, welche Farbe hat die Sonne? Blue, Blue, Blue Johnny Blue, Kinder können sie kamen immer wieder. Blue, Blue, Blue Johnny Blue, keiner spielt so schön wie du. Blue, Blue, Blue Johnny Blue, alle singen deine Lieder. Blue, Blue, Blue Johnny Blue, uns die ganze Welt hört zu. Uns die ganze Welt hört zu.
Loud applause for the German entry.